Last time on Rusted Boar Regnomancy, our heroes, after having fought valiantly against the natural assassins Kushen and Left, recuperated in the offices of the park before setting out to uncover more clues about the mysterious assailant's benefactor. Warning, this recap may meander a little.
Splitting off from the other two, Iska and Hill requested aid from the radically affirmative duo at Cool and Chill Treats. Meanwhile, Lily and Richard touched base with an old friend, gaining a lead on the Timepiece Emporium.
The party reconvened at Innovation Square, with Iska nearly making a scene in front of the team's employer, and recognized that they didn't really have any idea as to what motive the suspect may have. However, adventurers don't get stumped, just sidetracked.
Converging on Professor Pendulum's Timepiece Laboratory, even more troubling news came to light. All over the park, items had been going missing from various storefronts. Things like synchronized watches, shipments of peanut brittle, and other dangerous paraphernalia.
Deducing that a particularly nasty plot was being hatched, the team split to investigate one more time. Firstly, Team Law Enforcement finding bodies in bins and notes tying P-Wizard to Forger, the park's owner. All the while, Team Meat Lovers were being pointed in the direction of the radiotelegraphy twins.
The group confronted Forger, who caved and admitted to hiring Abka in order to attract attention to his park's opening, but said he hadn't done anything to order for hired killers. Puzzled, the team chose to converse with the comms team, Audrey and Aubrey, one last time.
Hill and Iska ran to Cool and Chill much the same as earlier, but found no Audrey. Elsewhere, Aubrey was caught out by Lily and Richard, calling "They Now" over the radio before being forcefully detained.
Now we return to the present, as Iska and Hill realize that the overhead tram smells of stolen peanut brittle, and are called to by a completely unharmed Kushen and Left. With the Shepherd and the Ranger's allies being further than they'd hope, we return to the confrontation.
So, Iska, we return to that path. A rather a tense scene with you and Hill being called to about 60 feet away from each other, with specifically Kushen and Left briskly walking towards you. You hear Phineas going over to you and saying, "Hello, my friend. It has been a little bit," very clearly offensively geared, as he and Left, who is wearing a full set of plate mail and wielding a large wooden claymore, are walking towards you. What are you doing?
So Iska, just in his mind, just I'm in danger.
Yeah. That's fair.
Iska just kind of shit, I'm like out of character. I am not going to be able to handle the both of them on my own outright. And Hill, as much as I love Hill, I don't think he's capable of fighting these guys either. So I'm just going to turn to Hill and be like, "Hill, we need to get out of here right away. I don't know what we're going to do, but we're going to have to stall them until at least we get help from Richard and Lily."
You see that the two are briskly walking over, but you have at least a good few seconds before they can actually hear you lowering your tone. And Hill looks to you and says, "Well, the tall one seemed to be rather open to conversation. Maybe if you distract him for long enough, we can wait until the others get here?"
Do you see how they are approaching us?
I mean, I don't know.
They do not look like they are ready to talk. They look like they want to kill me. Listen,
I'm ready
mauled
to
both
kill
of
you.
them. Oh God. Listen, if this is about the mauling earlier, I can explain.
This is not about the mauling. This is about having a good time. We had a good time last, no?
As I'm slowly getting ready to move closer towards where Lily and Richard are coming from.
Mm-hmm. Lily, Richard, you were called to by Coolin and Chill. What measure are you heading towards the other two in?
Well, we're kind of I would assume we'd be running, considering not just because of these two, but because of the fact that she said, "They know." So we're kind of trying to run to make sure she doesn't fucking get away.
Under the assumption that you would be each round sprinting, you have Iska 10 rounds before they show up. Now, I will tell you flat out, if you want to converse with the two, it's not impossible. However, you will need to perform some charisma checks. If you're flat out running, you have a little bit of distance, but you get the impression that these two are assassins, and you did see that specifically Left had a crossbow earlier.
Yeah.
You're not sure how far you'll get.
I honestly don't think talking to them is going to be much of an option. Mr. Kushen here, he likes stabbing. He wants to stab me. And Left, I don't think Left can speak, if I'm being honest.
You see that she's walking towards you with this like her neck is always to the side, to that very like unnatural, almost like snapped angle. But you see in her eyes, she's not like muttering to herself or anything. She's just striding towards you with her eyes on your face.
I am not going to. I want to be honest. I do not think fighting them is in my cards.
You do see Hill sort of rifling through the pockets of his coat, and you see him pulling out what looks to be a small, like, glass bead of swirling, like, marbly, almost smog. And he looks to you and says, if you need a distraction.
I just give him a nod. Yeah,
all right.
I need that now.
And in a moment, he very quickly spikes it into the floor, and it bounces a little bit off of the grass, which gives these two a little more time to get towards you before he quickly, oh shit, and steps on it, and it cracks out into a large gust of gas. And as that happens, I think we're gonna get into gonna go into initiative. As in the middle of this walkway, a fog spell goes off. 20-foot radius, I believe, is 20 foot in all directions, right? Or 20 foot total?
20 foot from the center.
Okay. Circle template.
16.
Okay. And it will be around here. And is there anything else with your round of surprise from the ball of smog going up that you would do?
I'm getting ready to run.
Getting ready to run? Okay. In that case, yeah, I will give you, since you got ready to run, I'll give you 30 feet of movement as a surprise round.
Okay. So, for 30 feet, down this way. Obviously, I'm ushering Hill to follow me.
And as you guys have the surprise round, yeah, he's going to also move 30 feet, diving under here. And are you making an effort to not be seen as you duck out of the way of that fog cloud?
Yeah, but at the exact same time, I'm going to be trying to usher Hill over into the tram station. Because worst case scenario, they see us and we get caught, and we have a fucking funnel to keep them like at bay. So it's a 50-50. If they see us, we're probably going to have to hold them off for a bit. At least one of us will.
That's fair. Yeah, running up towards the station, I want you to give me a stealth check.
Nat 20!
Nat 20? Fuck yeah. Sprinting up and out, you see the two of them are keeping their eyes focused on the center of the fog cloud. However, you note that as Hill sort of comes out. He stumbles a little bit, and you see Left notices as you're underneath the thing here, so she doesn't see you. She just sees Hill. And with a split decision, she will move 10, 20 up into this with one movement of difficult terrain before you see her with an open gauntleted hand. It like turns from that same pigment of like brass plate and leather glove to instead just that almost like the Groot hand, you know, just like full wood. It turns to that for a second, and she shoves her hand into the ground. Gotta find the specific thing I'm looking for. Yes. She will cast Tangle Call, one of her abilities. From the ground, you will see here a giant sprout of thorny like vines and weeds and roots that splinter and crack up from the ground through the dirt floor and don't look inaccessible, but look painful to walk through. With another 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Get to here, and with her claymore extended out, still not seeing you somehow, Iska. I think you're just like in the tail end of the fog. You see her point it towards Hill and mouth the words, "Where is he?" Hill, not really looking at her face, is just sort of pondering what he can do about this now. And it is your turn, Iska.
Oh boy, this is not the day I'd hope I'd be having. Heal?
Yes.
This is going to be very, very hard. I'm gonna draw my bow.
Okay.
I'm gonna take a bowstring.
Mm-hmm.
And because I have the fire blood right on my bow, I want to ask, if I were to say shoot the tree, would it catch fire?
I would like you to give me a religion check to see if you can recognize what things might have been affected by the silver that you clasp onto their hand.
Okay.
And I think through that you will recognize if she will catch on fire with a fire arrow.
Well, I'm not saying her specifically, but the tree. But you know what? I'll also roll for that as well. Because that also seems
I'll give
like
that
an
to you for
option.
free. I misunderstood you, but let me looking at your inventory. You said you have fire arrows?
Modified 20.
Modified 20 is fucking good. Okay. So you will see about her person as her like appearance sort of came away from her hand as well. You recognize that when you grabbed Kushen, you were probably just grabbing dirt. Animated creatures, specifically like awakened trees and awakened golems and stuff, aren't really susceptible to silver. However, the creatures that are often either monstrosities or fae. And even to an extent, sometimes things made by the fae can also have this silver adversity, to the point where if knights clad in silver armor back in the old crusading days would trample through fairy glens and just destroy them by their mere presence of silver armor, right?
I mean, another thing to note too is that Left is wearing bronze armor, not iron.
Yes.
Or, I mean, why would you wear silver armor? But
Exactly. And so to that extent, you get the impression that if she's either some form of like monstrosity, or she's a fae-born elemental of some kind.
well, I'm gonna have to let my my fun little arrow go flying. Does this count as a sneak attack because she doesn't see me?
Fuck it, why not? You got a natural 20. I'm not gonna take that away from you.
Woo! All right, I'm gonna draw my weapon. I'm gonna be shooting a silver arrow,
All right.
and we're gonna see what happens.
So yeah, surprise attack. I'll give you advantage.
Does a 21 hit?
A 21 does hit. Yes.
So it's 14 damage.
Okay. 14 damage will do a lot, especially because that is not 14 damage. That is 38 damage.
Holy shit!
She is vulnerable to silver weapons. What did you say? 14? Sorry.
14.
Okay, so no, 28. That's my bad.
With that shot, I'm going to immediately. I'm gonna take another. I'm gonna take 15 steps back into the clouds here.
Absolutely. So
Jeez.
Hey, cover's my best option right now.
you see her look out, see that you're emerging from nowhere. You pop out from a cardboard cutout of yourself, and like shoot her right. What does it look like as you shoot this like blindingly bright silver arrow?
So I imagine at that point he had been crouched down with like on one knee. He takes a
Yeah.
good aim. He shoots her. It hits her in like a gap on like her shoulder. And
Yeah.
all you hear is a really loud crack sizzle. She just growls, looks over in his general direction, and as he's holding the bow up and like looking at her, he just takes a couple steps backwards into the cloud. Just like, come get me.
As you exit into that mist, you will hear from her direction. Dishonor. And
You just
it is Hill's turn.
in the fog. There is no honor among those who have fallen.
Hill will, concerned about his current predicament, because he's down is Spike, left is left, and up is a little better. So realizing that his running plan didn't do too hot, he's going to first toss out what looks to be some sort of like lawn dart looking thing that he pulls from inside his coat, which is going to miss as it lodges into the tree.
God damn it.
And you'll see him say, "I don't know why I even try," and he's going to 30 feet into the mist. Just behind you specifically, because he's aware that he's a squishy boy.
I just motion for him to get down and low.
Yeah.
God forbid this starts to clear. At least the down and low will keep us covered.
These things are raised up off the ground, right?
Yeah, these are little memorial plaques, and these up here are 5 feet, or not 5, they're like 3 foot tall, but inside them is like a lot of stones keeping the moisture in for the trees, and therefore it becomes difficult terrain.
What about this thing over here? I don't.
This
mean
is
to
a
interrupt.
door into what looks to be door into the elevatorium. You do see inside there looks to be a terrified clerk who is, to put it lightly, barring the door.
He'll call for security. We need help.
Oh yes, with what?
Look at our fucking odds, Hill.
Do you see a radio transceiver on me? I'm not some.
The shop.
Where? Which one?
Yes.
You see him like look to the door and look at his weak noodle arms and get ready to try and bash the door in.
No, you idiot.
I'm not an idiot. You're the one who decided to go to the cool and chill. And it is now Kushen's turn. Seeing left going over and getting shot, Kushen, who's been a little stunned after a fog cloud erupted, looks around and says, "Hey, I guess I'll just And you will see he disappears under the ground.
Oh
As
God.
he dives in, almost like he was part of the ground the whole time, but you hear digging under the ground. It is now Left's turn.
This does not bode well.
Finally making her way out, Will. So she moves 5, 10, 15, and then 25. Making her way into the fog and vaguely seeing you. I believe fog provides disadvantage on all attacks made within it. She will attempt to make these attacks at disadvantage. The first one will unfortunately hit. Your AC is 15 right now, right, Iska?
It is 15, yes.
Okay. And the second one will miss. So you see her swing once, and you deftly dodge out of the way, but then sensing the movements of the ground, you see her swing towards your chest, and deal to you a harrowing. You are dealt 8 slashing damage as she slams into you with this barbed and serrated greatsword, just against like the exposed portion of your hand, and dealing a gnarly blow. Do you want me to remove that from your character? Or you
Yeah, I
got-
just
okay.
did that.
Beautiful. And with that, she will simply look into the fog, and you hear on the wind that same croaking, like, dishonor. And it is your turn.
So because we're in the fog, if I were to back up to get a better shot, would I take an attack of opportunity?
Yes, but it would be at disadvantage.
Do I risk that for the biscuit? Oh, you know what? I could disengage and run,
You could
which
disengage. And
would
run.
not incur an attack of opportunity.
Absolutely not.
I'm gonna
Sad.
Disengage, and I'm going to walk over to the shop here. That's 5, 10, 15.
Okay.
And I'm gonna be like, let us in, please. Call the guard, do something. We need help. They're gonna kill us.
Is that how you say it?
I'm just looking at them and I'm like, listen, we have been hired to find out what's going on here at the park. These guys are clearly at it, and right now I am not equipped enough to deal with them on my own. I need coverage. Please let me in.
You will see inside. You see this sad, scared-looking little gnome, who's holding the fucking chair and table against the door, can sort of like half hear you, and from behind the what's it? The fucking window, you just hear, "I just don't want to be hurt.
I promise you no hurt will come to you.
Are you sure?
I will die before I let them hurt you.
You're 1,100,000,000,000%.
I
Roll me
swear on
persuasion.
Gidrid.
Or persuasion or intimidation, whichever you prefer.
I'm going to do persuasion. I don't want to intimidate this poor old man.
Okay. He is probably younger than you.
Oh. Well, I don't want to scare this poor guy. 14?
A 14 will not do it, unfortunately.
Son of a bitch!
You can retry again. As he's like holding it against it, he's sort of looking up and down and going, in a very annoying way.
You chose the worst fucking one.
And
I'm gonna try one more time, and if I can't, then
So that was your free speaking, are you going to use your action to try and convince him as well?
Yeah, because
Okay.
I need that coverage or we're going to die.
All right.
18.
18. Okay. As you bang on the door, what do you say?
I do one last bang. I'm like, please, this is literally our only chance.
Okay. And you see him very hesitantly like pull the table away. You can barely see this through the fog, mind you, but the door is unbarricaded just fast enough for him to unlock it and open it.
Okay. I'm going to move in with Hill as my final bit of movement.
Oh, you know what? I think you did use your action to disengage, but we're gonna let that slip for now. Okay. As you enter, Hill will follow along with you, and the fog will continue to swirl. You're entering inside the building, right?
Yeah.
Okay. As you enter inside, this is the building. I don't know. Hill will enter as well, and then close the door behind you guys.
I was going to be the person holding the doors closed.
Oh, if you would like to, yeah. You guys enter the building. You don't think that the other two heard you. However, there's still another round left before they are able to. You two are able to close the door properly.
Okay.
Okay. As the door opens, and you guys get inside, you hear rustle, rustle, rustle. And then from out of the ground in the fog, Kushen pops out and says, "Ha! Ha!
Okay.
Shit. Left. Where did they go?" And you hear Left just say, "I wish we learned ASL." Okay. Well,
You mean HSL?
HSL. He walks out of the fog and will, assuming that he doesn't know where you guys went, that you teleported away or some shit, he's going to sit on this bench. And then Left will, seeing the quiet fall over, she's going to also walk over here and sit on this bench, and the combat will end as, in the silence of this open place, they want you to come face them. You are inside a building. As much as this looks like a gray space, yes, you're inside the elevatorium. We'll go back to this map here. You and Hill are in the lobby of the elevatorium, as well as this guy, Kachow.
They've at least moved 2 spaces, right?
Yes, so they will have gotten up to about
120
here-ish.
feet? Yeah.
Yeah. In that time, Richard, Lille, what are you doing?
I'm just running. No words, just running.
Okay.
Yeah.
A grim and horrible wind blows down, smelling like fog, peas, and a gross sort of mulch. And with the quiet racket of this strange theme park, you get the impression something's going on.
Like I kind of sit there and go, Lily, you smell that?
She's gonna roll a perception check at
Okay.
sniffing 12.
12? All right. Yeah. You smell something on the wind smells like peanut brittle. And
Peanut brittle.
you're not sure where.
Wait, does
But
that mean I
It's
wait?
prescient.
Because I thought like you said that we did smell the mulch and everything. So
You smell mulch, you smell peanut brittle,
But she focuses
smells
on the
gross.
credit brittle. Okay.
I mean, that's
okay.
the most. I think with like a 12, that makes sense too, because it's probably the strongest smell right now.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, but I was more referring to the kind of mochi smell.
Yeah, I think she sniffs a little bit deeper, and she can smell the mulch, and she's like, I'm not sure, but can she see the fog from here?
Yeah, give me a perception check.
Okay. An 11.
An 11 does, yeah. You see a fog cloud further up the walkway.
You see that? That's got to be something.
Oh, shit. We can't have fucking one thing at a time, can we?
And then we cut back to Iska and Hill and the other guy, sort of hiding behind the glass windows. The fog cloud still persisting. What are you doing?
I'm just keeping an eye out the window, trying to make sure that that they're still where they're at.
Yeah, you see just mostly fog.
I guess for the time being, I'm gonna stand guard by the door.
Okay.
I'm gonna I'm promptly gonna pull a gold coin. I'm gonna give it to the scared man.
Oh, thanks.
Do me a favor, get out of here.
Have him call security.
Want you to get out. Call security. Get someone over here. We're going to need help. These are trained professionals.
You see him go over to a radio telecommunications speaker and say, "This is Bird and Bill from the elevatorium to the security officers." And he waits for a moment. "Elevatorium to the security officers?"
Son of a bitch.
Oh, Iska,
Yes.
we found a body. It's very likely that the security officers are dead.
I just turned to Hill quietly and I'm like, thank you, Hill. I appreciate it.
Yeah.
Sir, I think they might be dead. Let us not worry about this.
What? No! You see him like visibly shrink. It's
I want to
Oh,
visibly
no.
kill this motherfucker. I hate this character.
Oh, God. Why me? I hope that these two show up soon. We have to be very careful.
I'm getting to the point where I sort of wish that we were still out there.
I'm starting to wish that maybe we wouldn't near that store.
And as that goes, I believe 10 rounds is about a minute, right?
Give or take.
Yeah. As the minute...
Well, I was gonna say, as half a minute elapses, so if we reach
Yes.
this point here, I want to spend a regnomancy. I'd like a storm to blow in, and that dissipates the fog.
Okay. I think a cold and terrible wind has blown through this park for the last few hours now, but the brisk turns to frigid with a uncharacteristic summer rainstorm starts to roll in over the skies. A mild drip of rain falls first towards the portions of Progress Passage, then a little bit around Innovation Square, until the clouds move slowly over the entire park and rain everywhere. A rainstorm is now playing. Please mark your regnomancy.
I did so.
Beautiful. And with the dark, with the rain, with the cold going through, outside, you see the two of you. The fog appears to, with the gust, blow slowly away out down the street. And you see Kushen, you see Left, sort of sitting on the benches. And as the wind blows away and the glass windows are exposed, are you exposed as well?
Yeah, I think at this point I have no choice but to fucking, like, pony up.
All right.
Yeah, I'm gonna open up a door.
Okay.
The door here. And step out.
They look
I
over
have
to
my
you.
bow basically over to my side. And I'm ready to, like, attack at a given notice.
Look over to you, and you see Kushen says, "You know, we were expecting more of a forward frontal assault, but you're really bringing down the mood, you know?"
I don't want to be that guy, but this isn't necessarily for fun. We are trying to kill each other. And no disrespect to you, I straight up mauled you earlier. How are you back?
Okay. So, this is a fun story. One that I am more than fine with waiting to kill you for.
Yes, yes, keep him talking. Give him your whole backstory. Start from the beginning.
Iska has no idea that you guys are, like, even close, mind you. Like, he's like, fuck, it's raining. And he knew that his cover was basically gone.
You see Kushen stand up, and Phineas says, "It's obvious my name is not actually Phineas Kushen. That's a stupid name. But I don't have a name, really. It died alongside the wood elves who were killed on foreign soil by a roaming band of bandits who decided to kill the bodyguards of a traveling caravan. And now, after these many years later, that these unnamed elves were hung by a sacred tree and stabbed to death on cursed soil. It's strange how little things change, huh?"
Do I know what they are? Like, just from, like, what he's explained?
No. You've heard of Fae cursing and blessing things, but you're not quite sure. Because if they were just animated creatures summoned by Fae, they wouldn't have their own sentiences, and by what he's alluding, wouldn't have past lives as sentient beings as well.
Are you a type of golem?
Sort of closer to a, like a adverse effect. My friend and I here, you see her still sort of rubbing her shoulder and cracking it. As I said, hung and stabbed by people we didn't know in a continent we were just joining. But the Fae that we were speaking to, they wish to revive us, to have us enact revenge once the bandits returned to their sacred and cursed ground. We couldn't be fucked. What we did, instead of waiting around with our idiotic fucking Fae bullshit, no, we grabbed saws and dug the girth up. We sawed the tree apart, and we took the pieces we were linked to, and now we are immortal. It's a fascinating process, really, but hey, don't have to eat, don't have to sleep. Pretty good deal.
Just, you're telling me that you're like a weird, not, but kind of, it's probably not the right word, but lich is...
Maybe.
Fairies are a little weird. They're not my
Yeah.
expertise.
All I know is that we hate silver. I will say, I am sorry, but we were in the middle of an ambush, so I am afraid we must continue with that, if that is okay. And
I
in that
do
moment,
not want to fight you, but I get it. Very well.
How far away are we at this point?
Richard, Lily, you arrive down the street to see Iska and a slightly obscured Phineas down the street. And with that somewhat stalled return, we will have one more initiative if you would like, unless you would like to do something else while the others seem preoccupied, Lily and Richard.
I honestly just think moving forward during that
Yeah.
time, if we have an action to do so.
All right. Then move 30 feet from me, and we'll roll initiative. We will start again with Kushon. Moving towards you, he will spend 25 feet of movement, pulling out his swords. He will say, anything else?
Just understand that you have me cornered, and you do not like it when you corner an animal.
Eh. Well, to be fair, not many animals eat dirt. And he will attack you 3 times.
Wait, are we going to the map? Because this is like...
Oh, gosh. I forgot to get you guys over here. Well, you guys are down here. You guys are up here. And left is still on the bench. Kushen is up. And once more, it's going to move 30 feet. And yeah, after that interaction, he will attack you 3 times. He critically fails one of them.
Can I opportunity attack him on that?
Give me grounds for it.
If he's going to swing and he critically fails, I imagine that Iska taking a moment to, like, read the moment, takes one of the arrows that he had prepped and just jabs it in him.
All right. Yeah, really cool. Fuck it. He sort of swerves to attack you. You dodge it and you stick him in the back of the head with an arrow. Roll me to hit.
19?
19 will hit.
Okay. Probably a D4, because it's just
Yeah, it's just an arrow. D4 piercing.
Okay.
Alright. I got a 4.
A 4 will hit. Yeah, absolutely. So that deals 8 damage to him. So yes, you stab in the back of the head, and then you see with his 2 other attacks, he rounds up and hits you with a critical hit on his dagger.
Oh,
And
damn.
Another one, which I believe will hit on a 15. So that will be...
Oh, I'm gonna take so much fucking damage.
You are very lucky. So that's going to be another 8, 4 of it slashing, 4 of it piercing.
Okay.
As he rounds around and pinces you on both sides of your chest and your shoulder. And then for the crit, that's an extra 1 damage, so a 9 total. Sorry.
As he like slashes me after I stab him in the back of the head, just ah!
You are so spicy. I love it. Lily, you're up.
Yeah, I'm gonna hand my last peppered displaced tongue jerky, fucking Richard, and then just dash, because
Okay.
that should be a free object interaction.
I
And
believe so.
I'll just be like, or no, just eat it now. It's a bonus action. Eat it.
TF2 heavy eating a sandwich.mp3.
Yeah, just eat it. It lasts for an hour. And what this will do is basically make it so as an action you can transpose with me as long as I'm within 15 feet of you.
Transpose? Like, switch places?
We switch places, yeah.
Yeah,
Oh, that's kind of cool. Fair enough.
All right, and then I move 60 feet,
absolutely.
and,
And-
that's my turn.
Iska, you're up.
Hill, need help!
hear him from behind the door say, "I wish you had told me earlier," and will join the initiative as well. I forgot to add him to the initiative. So,
That's fine.
He's lower than you. Okay, beautiful.
Delightful. This is
You're
a
up.
bonus action, so.
Okay.
Okay.
Iska just kind of looks at Kushon. He's like, you don't normally get to see something like this. Let me tell you, I don't normally get to do this. And if I live, it's going to hurt like hell. He downs his other potion and begins to slowly shift again.
Absolutely. That sort of cracking, crunching displacement of bones as teeth and fang become the same, and you grow into a strange and horrible thing. Da-da-da.
Alright, Kushen. Oh yeah, I have to roll for fucking... I have to roll for will saving throw.
Yes.
I got a 19, I'm fine.
Beautiful.
Okay, I'm going to grapple him.
Strength. Do it. He's going to roll dexterity. Okay.
Does a 21 grab him?
I believe his 19 does not hit. Yeah, no. You grapple him.
And
Yeah, so
basically
you-
I'm standing in front of this door with him grappled in my hands. So if Left has any freaking ideas, guess who she's hitting first?
As you transform, that's the end of your turn. Left, you see, gets up off the bench, recognizing your presence once more, and also sees over... actually, let's see. Does she see Lille and Richard? She doesn't. Okay. So then she will point that same claymore and then dig her hand into the ground again, creating another one of these tangles directly under you.
Oh, you fuck.
And you feel this strange and sort of painful thorn like dig into your feet as this bramble emerges under you. And you don't feel an immediate pain, but you get the impression that it'll be bad if you stick around in this. And to prove that point, she also sticks her blade into the ground next to where she is, and it comes out of the ground next to you. Does a... Yeah, a 20 probably hits you in your state, huh?
Yes.
Oh, shit. You will take 9 points of slashing damage
Shit.
as she digs a sword deep into your leg, piercing further up your torso than you would hope. You see on her face that same look of grim determination. As a hunter, you would think as well, you see a similar sort of crusading revelry on her face. Hill, from behind you, recognizing that you're in front of the door, will, instead of trying to break out of it, he will simply attempt to cast a firebolt past you and into Kushen, by like breaking the window and shooting that same fire parchment out. It goes wide. You see past your head, Iska, a fizzing, swirling piece of parchment land into the tree over here, and even though it's magical fire, it looks like it's gonna spark up for a single second, and then it can't even get that right and fizzles
Well, it's
off.
raining.
It is also raining. So, as that happens, you see that go by, and inside, Hill will sort of look mortified for a moment, recognizing that you're going into this, what looks to be a very painful process once more, before simply saying, yeah, if you need something, I'll try and assist. And Richard, you're up.
Okay, well, I guess all I can do is just book it.
Okay.
That's all I can do.
You arrive there. And then, are you doing anything with your bonus action?
I shall go for an Eldritch Blast then. Then that'll be a 17. Does that hit?
17 will hit.
I'm a crack shot. Which one do I do? 1d10. Okay. Ah, come on! I got a 1.
didn't you? Oh.
Oh, it's more to try to get his attention than anything. Oh,
All right.
man.
You
I said
slam an attack into the side of his head as he's being grappled by Iska as well. And you see Phineas go, ah, shit. How close are you guys? I was under the impression that they would take way longer than that. Seeing that you are hurt, Iska, Kushen attempts to actually break out of your grapple, but fails. And you see him with a somewhat crippled and crunching body. He notes that you are still quite physically powerful. He will simply remain slack in your arms and just look at what you're going to do. Lily, what are you up to?
So Iska can't catch things currently because he's grappling, correct?
Yes, his arms
Okay,
are
so
out.
Even then, I am in a state where I am not able to grab things in period.
Yeah. So my original plan is not going to work because with my ladle I can throw things up to 30 feet away. Throw food usually. So I'm gonna move here.
You want to launch something in my mouth?
Even if he is in a heightened state, I will allow you to fling something into his mouth, because his token art is open, and I imagine that it's funny if you sling food into his mouth like that.
You know what? Yeah, I'm gonna use my free object interaction, which allows me to interact with utensils twice. So I stow away my my frying pan, and then I pull out my ladle. I load it up with a fucking piece of schnitzel, and I'm gonna try to go right for his mouth. Iska, catch! Mouth! Open!
He turns to her with mouth wide open because he's a giant fucking...
You have to use your reaction to catch and consume the recipe, and
It's a new round, so he does have a reaction.
yeah, and I don't actually think this, unless I'm using it as an actual melee weapon attack, it doesn't require a roll, I don't think. Yeah, you can feed a creature a recipe from up to 30 feet away, but they have to use their reaction to catch and consume the recipe.
Okay. I guess I instinctively see food and catch it in my mouth.
So now you can just spend hit die again. It's the only healing I have.
Okay. I have 15 health.
Okay, beautiful.
It's the only healing I have, I'm sorry. Oh, and you gain
It's
3
fine.
temp HP.
Oh, okay.
Okay, so was that your bonus action or your action, Lily?
That was my
was
action,
bonus.
and I
Okay.
think technically my bonus action as well. Because I was
Alright.
feeding a creature.
Then Iska is up. Kushen seeing the large tiger catch some meat in his mouth and immediately, like, seeing some of the wounds magically close, goes, oh, maybe I shouldn't have waited. You're up.
So I believe I'm still at half health, so I'm gonna have to roll
Yes.
a will save. I got a 19. So here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna take this man, and I'm gonna smash him into the ground and stand on top of him.
Okay.
Actually, to even add more, what is it, leniency into it, I'm using my Regnomancy for this.
Okay. Roll me 1d8 for damage, and roll to attack with advantage first, I should say.
Okay.
For the Regnomancy, I'll give you a 1d8, like, good amount of clobber, plus your strength in this.
18.
18 hits, roll me 1d8 plus your strength for damage.
So 11.
Alright. 11 damage is pretty fucking good. And slamming him into the floor, you see his legs break a little bit, his arms break a little bit, before, like, going back into place. And he looks up to you. Well, this is getting a bit passé, isn't it? I keep
Stands on top
wishing.
of him.
Ugh. You can't even hear me. It's fine. And Left's turn is next. She will, seeing now very visibly noting Lille, and seeing that you just healed Iska, will take her claymore out of the ground and start moving to you.
Yeah.
Swinging a solid attack. Oh gosh, your AC is
It's 14
15.
currently. I forgot to
14, okay.
update it. Yeah, it's currently 14.
Then one of them does hit that'll be 9 damage as she slashes against your
10
broadside.
HP, let's go.
Yeah, you get the distinct impression that this person is a lot less nonsensical in comparison to Kushon, who's, for all intents and purposes, aware that the two of them are immortal and sort of doesn't care about what happens. Left appears to be very intently trying to kill all of you. Hill will try and squeeze out of the large man-sized shape. Yeah, he tries to squeeze out and just barely stumbles down.
I love Hill. You're such a sweet baby.
He's not doing good today. And he will attempt to
He's not doing good ever.
very, very hard look at you, Iska, and say, I don't know if you can hear me, but from the way that he's moving, I get the impression that he might be used to more head-on. If you perhaps tried to disable his capabilities with blades, then you could attack him more freely. And he's going to use his preparer feature, a Hoard of Facts. You can now, for the next round, like the upcoming round, you can add 1d4 to whatever attempted roll you make.
Okay.
He will, in addition, try one last time to do a funny little dart. He's next to Kushen and he still manages to hit it onto the floor. So, okay, listeners, friends who I'm playing with, I rolled a 2, a 3, and a 4 for the last 3 rounds that he has done anything. I'm going insane.
I'm sorry. I think
Detective
this is
Richard.
fate. Listen, this is fate. Hill is destined to never be able to be good at like direct combat. He is a helper. That is his fate. That is his
Detective
fate.
Richard. What's up?
Hello. I'm gonna go up. You know what? Fuck it. I haven't done this in a minute. I'm gonna
Wait, you can't. That's a difficult terrain. You'll want to go around, or if you go through it, it takes twice as much movement.
Oh,
Right, Evie? Yeah.
my bad.
You're good.
Do it. No. Damn it. How do I undo this?
Right click.
Thanks. Boop. Boop. Okay.
Okay.
I just grab onto their face and shocking grasp. Taser face, bitch!
Taser face.
It's very clearly grabbable, given that it's literally craned towards your side,
Exactly.
and you just slap onto it.
You get advantage because the armor is made of metal, by the way.
16. Oh, I get advantage, so I get to go twice?
No, that is correct.
Alright, well, first one was a 16. Second one was a 10, so 16.
16, all right. So, I believe that just meets. Nice, okay.
Nice.
Roll me that damage.
Let's see. Okay, so 1d8.
Does it do extra damage, or is it just advantage if it's got metal armor?
It doesn't do extra damage, but you get advantage, and when it hits, the player
can't take
reactions. Yeah. Can't take
reactions,
reactions until the start of the next turn.
Okay.
Come on, give me an 8. Hey, give me an 8.
Nice. Let's go.
All right. You deal 8 damage. with your gloved hand, or do you have gloves on?
No, I think so. I know he would have a
Okay.
glove. I know he would have
Because I know
gloves
when
on, yeah.
I know when he first encountered Iska, he was wearing a glove on
right.
his hands.
So
Yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
you open your fist, and then as your fingers separate between them, you see that arcing sort of shock, and then you just slap onto her face, and a heavy as 8 points of damage goes through her, and she looks upset.
Oh man, I wonder why.
All right.
Hold on, something witty here. Hold on.
That's what he says. Something witty here.
Fuck you. I don't know. Yeah, that's it. I can't think of anything that isn't too cheesy. That hasn't been set up.
Dishonorable.
Why do you keep saying that?
Are you doing something else?
Oh wait, hold on. Don't I have like a bonus action thing? Like a bonus?
You do have a feature that'll. You used it once today, but it's called Arcane Alacrity. You can cast another cantrip as a bonus action to deal more damage.
You know what? Fuck it. I want to help. So I'll use my last arcane alacrity.
And then what
And-
spell are you using?
Well, since I'm already there, shocking grasp again.
Just remove your hand, put it back on, roll me another head. Another advantage, 1d20 plus 4.
All right. Nat 20.
Oh,
That'll do it. Okay. Roll me damage, and then double the dice.
10.
10.
I was like, so as I take my hand off and I'm about to put it back on, I'm like, it could use another few minutes.
You slap your fan back onto her face again, and you hear under your hand just, and it smells like hickory. It's actually quite nice.
Smells ready. Takes my hand off.
You remove your hand, and now is that the end of your turn?
It should be. I don't think I have anything else I can do.
Just gotta make sure. Kushan, seeing over in the corner, left is doing bad. Kushan will, as you're over him, make another 3 attacks. And while you sort of hulk over him, he says, I speak too much for my profession, but you are really not cut out for hunting people like me. And with another natural 20, is going to deal you 7 piercing damage. The other 2 miss.
That's the
Count your
first hit?
fucking prayers.
Okay. I have 8 health.
As he slashes you, he's going to use his dig speed. You can use your reaction to attack of opportunity him if you would like.
I am going to, in fact, do that.
Okay. Please roll to hit.
19.
A 19 will hit.
9 damage.
9 damage, that's really fucking good. Okay. Slashing into him with your claw. You see him take the hit, go, shit, and disappear into the ground.
Lily looks at Richard, or looks at Iska and sees how, like, fucked up he is, grappling her brains for something to do, and then she remembers, right? Just this moment when Eel's life was saved by an apple. Iska gave the apple to Eels, so he doesn't have one. She used one on some random fucking beggar on the street who was dying. Richard, do you still have your apple?
I think so. Let me see. Yep, still got it.
Give it to me.
All right.
And she takes the apple and she's going to run to him because he doesn't have a reaction. This is also going to instigate an opportunity attack.
She will roll a 19.
That hits.
Okay. With her great sword, that's going to be, oh fuck. As you run past her, left a paragon of her strange own knight's code wheels around and slashes you over the back and deals to you 11 points of slashing damage.
Fuck the app. The apple activates.
The apple activates.
I think we see Lily take this, and blood just comes like gushing out of her thigh as it hits her, and like she realizes in just a moment of clarity that she fucked up. She fucked up, and as she's about to fall, the apple flashes, shrivels, and turns to dust, and she comes back to exactly half health as that deathly wound closes.
All right.
Well,
Half
that just
rounded up.
happened.
And you just see this look of like extreme frustration and anger on her face as her entire fucking plan just went to shit.
Oh, wait.
Yeah?
Hold on. Wait. You have 10 HP. And she stands there, unable to do anything, as Richard has cast Shocking Grasp on her, removing her reactions.
Oh
Crap!
fucking
Damn right.
In a darker world, you flash before your eyes.
like alternate reality, like, oh fuck. Thank you, God, for being merciful and not fucking me
Hey,
over.
I play fair. I play
You
fair.
do. You do.
Also, thank you for being very good at playing your character.
Legit.
Yes.
Siege, you are learning the mechanics of D&D at an astoundingly fast rate, and I'm really proud to call you like a fellow adventurer. You are doing fantastic things in this game and really helping the party along, and you absolutely help us round the mechanics out and round the roleplay out, and I'm very happy to have you here.
Well,
Too bad I'm gonna kill you with my stupid little elf lady.
You're gonna try, bitch.
Okay, so 5, 10, that was fucking scary.
Yeah.
They're assassins. They're not meant to be
I
fucking
know,
sweet.
I know. 20, and that'll be exactly 30. Does this do damage?
No, it's just
Difficult terrain?
difficult terrain. Yes.
Okay, so I walk up to Iska and I'm like, Iska, take this. Are you in there? Take this now. And I hold up the apple of Gidrid.
Do I have to roll a will saving throw?
Free object interaction for Lily to give it to you, but
Probably not.
I will have you roll one at advantage.
Okay.
If only because it's like a relic of.
I passed with an 11
Alright.
because the DC fail is 8. So
Beautiful. Then yeah, you hand it over to him. He doesn't swipe at you for attempting to give something to him. And I guess he wouldn't even if he could, just because there's no reaction. Yeah. So.
Yeah.
Iska, you're up.
put your
Yes.
faith in the dice.
No, about now I'm gonna put my faith in Gidrid because it's about the only thing I can.
So
Hell
he's
yeah,
just
okay.
kind of like, you see him take a deep breath and like slowly like focus himself. His attention immediately goes over to left. Yeah.
So 20.
I'll have enough movement to get out of here.
Yeah.
So I go to her. She about to get my 5-knuckle shuffle.
Okay.
So the first hit is a 17, and the second hit is a nat 20.
That will absolutely hit both of them. Yeah.
So the first hit's 8 damage. Second hit is 6. It's a maximum, so it's 10 damage.
With just the 6, you slash into her. You see her full, like, chest caves in like you're breaking apart a log. And you see on her face this very cold and angry sort of visage. And as she decomposes, what do you say?
Miss me.
The fuck
And
is up
then-
with you and honor?
Dies. Oh, also, as she dies, the brambles also recede and turn into just plain mulch. Hill, noting that there's no one around at the moment, says, "We're not sure if he's trying to escape or if he's trying to get us on a sneak attack. Be wary." And he's going to ready an action to defend himself if someone tries to attack him. Richard, you're up.
Okay, well, Ishka, I'm gonna need you to... Actually, wait, hold on. I'm thinking. Is there any way I can sense... Like, oh, you know, magic sense. Can I do that? Or
Spell
like,
sense?
yeah, spell sense.
Um,
Does he have magic on him? I would assume he is essentially a magical
I'll let you
creature.
do it. I'll let you know now. It's going to be very high DC, given the fact that he's underground.
I mean, what else am I gonna do? So I might as well. I'll roll for it. Ah, nah. I got a 4. That ain't shit.
4? Alright.
Yeah.
You feel like it's somewhere underground, but you can't tell where. It's fluctuating really hard.
Damn it, I was really hoping for nat 20.
I'll make that your free object interaction.
Well, I'm gonna try to... Alright, I have an idea to draw him out. It's probably
Okay.
not gonna work. Grease hands on the corpse.
Grease hands? You're gonna
Yeah.
put it and cover it in grease?
Yep, cover the corpse in grease.
Alright.
Flammable grease. That
Alright.
burns.
You cast grease on the...
Alright, I'll move right here.
Yeah, and then you can like put it right here. Yeah.
I will cast it over this section.
Okay, yeah, this entire area is covered in grease.
Alright, let's try to flush him out.
Also, it's a 10-foot square.
Oh, it's a 10 foot.
That's my bad.
Yes, it's still pretty good. Which, this way, or
Yeah,
not that way.
no, the first
This-
one is fine. Yeah, this one is
Okay.
fine.
We got this.
Next,
Sorry about that.
it's Kushen's turn. You're fine.
Why do I keep... Whatever.
Kushen you'll hear that burying, and Richard, you will recognize why you had a hard time figuring out where he was. It's because he was going to come up right behind you. He digs up. However, you moved out of the way. So he pops up. He's like, "Ha! Ah! Yeah." Well, he sort of moves to the side and slashes you 3 times.
Ah, you fucking asshole!
I am a bastard. What can I say?
That's it! Burning your friend!
6. Wow, he misses all of them. That's
Oh shit!
genuinely impressive.
Richard develops ultra instinct.
Richard is actually just like dodging, and he's like, "That's it, burning your friend."
Then yeah, he just barely misses you.
Oh god.
Not my first knife fight I've been in.
He slashes at you a bit and he's like, "Honestly, you are a lot more fun to talk to than the other one." And he will just sort of sit there for the rest of his turn.
Good question. How the fuck are you guys alive? Last time
Oh.
I checked, you kind of offed yourself 3 times in the head.
I am made of cursed soil. I'm fine with telling you that because I'm going to kill you one of these days.
Okay, so what if I just burn the soil?
Oh well, you'd be killing something that is just soil. That's not
So
me.
you will come back.
Yeah, who's to say?
So you wouldn't mind me testing that theory on your friend then?
Yeah, go ahead. She sucks.
You guys really are heartless, I gotta admit that much.
So I moved to this space here, 30 feet. I stow away my ladle. I take out my pan, gaining another AC again because I kind of need that right now. This is scary. And then I'm just gonna whack him upside the head with my cast iron pan.
Pang!
Yeah, just again,
Okay.
more bludgeoning. No words, just
Metalpipe.mp3. Does anybody have anything to bind him with? Because just because you can't die doesn't mean you can't be caught.
or stuck in
You
concrete.
can try. I could asphyxiate myself.
You're
You
dirt.
suck.
Do you really
Yeah, I
have
mean,
to
like,
breathe?
You don't need to breathe, do you?
Oh,
You
wait,
said you don't
shit.
gotta breathe or eat. You said that earlier. Oh wait, that wasn't me, but he did say that.
So I don't need to feed you. I don't need to give you water. I just need, or even if I did, I could just throw it on you because you're dirt. You'll absorb it naturally. I just need to keep you in one spot.
Yeah, left's already gone. It's fine. He
That's
smiles
such
at
a
you.
psycho. Okay, so I'm rolling to attack. Oh, god damn it. It's not a nat 1, thank fucking god, but it is a 10. So,
Does
no.
anyone here have a
10
lighter?
will hit.
Wait, what?
Oh, no, that's wrong. It won't hit. Yeah, no.
I was gonna say, I thought it was like 13 or something from the last battle. What?
Hey, do I still have a cigarette in my hand? In my mouth? I mean, that's a
You
cigarette.
have
Do I
three
still have
cigars in your mouth,
3
yes.
cigars in
I
your
am
mouth now.
fucking chain smoking. Do I have any cigars in my mouth? Here.
You regurgitate one like a fucking anaconda. Yeah, sure.
Oh, because I just realized I may not be able to use my like electric hand or whatever to light that on fire, but I'm pretty sure a cigar is more than effective at lighting
Yeah,
fires.
that'll work.
Yeah, for sure.
Okay, when it's
But
my
yeah,
turn,
I
I'm
think
gonna
with
do
my
that.
bonus action, I'm just gonna. Iska's in a better place now. He's got the apple, so I'm gonna scarf down a suckle willow.
Okay.
And spend some hit die, because I'm a little fucked up, not gonna lie.
Absolutely.
Spending another... Okay, that's better. That's better. We're at 19 HP, and that'll be my bonus action, and I gain 6 temporary HP. Or no, 3, sorry. No, 3.
Oh, 3, okay.
But yeah, that's my turn. Sorry about that.
Yeah, no, you're good. Iska, you're up.
He said I'm not fun. So remember, Kushon said I'm not fun to talk to.
Yeah. Sad.
I run up to him, and I go, "Give me a minute. I will make it very fun for you." First hit 16,
All right, 16 will hit, yes.
17 for the second hit.
Shit, I don't
17
even think
doesn't
he's
hit.
alive.
Ooh, is that fun? Yeah, no, both of them hit.
So the first one is 8, and the next one is 7.
8 and 7, all right. 8 minus 7. You slash into him a few times, and he seems considerably more damaged. However, he still looks pretty fine. You think that maybe the reason why he killed himself last time is so that he could not have to wait for you guys to kill him? Yeah, if I try and kill you, at least I can kill you.
Oh, he doesn't know about the
Before I
apple.
finish my turn, I turn to Lille and Richard. The monorail. Here's the peanut brittle. I believe that is where the perp is.
Next is Captain Hill. Let's go, Captain Hill. Hell yeah, dude. Gets over here. 25.
Please don't kill
and-
us, Hill.
With a sad sort of opening of a bottle and a flying out of a fire burning parchment, he aims for the 10-foot square of grease and goes wide, hitting the fucking tree.
How?
I don't know. As he does that, you see the storm seems to increase almost as the dark and gloom of his repeated failure seems to weigh on him a little bit.
No. Hill, buddy, I'm so sorry.
Hell, just be the support.
I can't. It was literally in front of me.
You're good support. Just do what you're good at.
Look, man, it's not for everyone.
Yeah, man. I've been avoiding attacking you just because I assumed you were pretty pathetic, and I see now it was correct. But also, I mean, don't get yourself down.
Don't get yourself down, you pathetic piece of shit.
It's pretty much, yeah.
Quick question, Hill. You got deep pockets, right?
I have pockets that are big, yes.
I have a question. Could you fit a person in there?
No. It's a normal jacket.
Damn it, where's Patrick when you fucking need him?
Who?
Okay, do you have anything that we could use to tie this man up? Because he's just gonna keep coming back.
Oh, I have rope, yeah.
Okay, hey, quick question. Which one of you guys wants to hog tie this guy like a hog?
I mean, we could just do it together.
We're gonna have to
Teamwork.
disarm him, though. Makes the dream work. But we have to disarm him. I don't want him stabbing one of you guys in the eye. Because he'd do that. You'd do that, wouldn't you?
I would do that, yeah. You see him immediately, like, pulling out several knives to stab you with.
This is gonna take a minute.
Okay. What are you doing on your turn, Richard?
Hold on. So, Richard pulls out the Wanda Gimme a Mushroom.
Mm-hmm.
And he just kind of looks at him and does like a silly little like wizard fucking point with the wand. He's like, hey, you don't need that knife, do you? Give me a mushroom! I have to say it. I have to say it every time. Give me a mushroom!
You point the weird long mushroom shaped like a wand towards one of his knives, and it falls out of his hand as it's like significantly heavier, and his hand's already pretty fucking broken. It just falls out, and from the mushroom, you see a little mushroom that's shaped like a sword. Is that the end of your turn, Richard?
I think the only thing you can do is dictate like one attribute of the mushroom.
Yeah.
Sticky.
Sticky?
That mushroom is staying on that fucking knife.
All right. Then yeah, you make a sticky, hard mushroom come out of a knife, and it's shaped like another knife. On Kushen's turn, he will note that all of you are considering trying to capture him, and he will say, fuck that, and will burrow again.
Pussy!
Opportunity attack for all three of us?
You can roll to opportunity attack, yeah?
Yup.
Yeah, sure.
18. 10.
15, 14,
10 damage, all right.
17.
17 also hits. However, he will use his parry attack to block that with his other weapon. So are you attacking him with a, I guess, just unarmed strike or your dagger, Richard?
Fuck it, Eldritch Blast.
That's a ranged attack. It has to be a melee weapon or a melee attack.
Fine, shocking grasp.
Hold on one second. I just got to make sure.
That is a melee attack.
If they get angry at us later, they can choose to do so, but Shocking Grasp is a cantrip and it's a melee attack, so I'll let it be.
Okay. 14.
14 misses. That's just under his AC. So, Iska, you slam into the ground. You see his head dents a little bit and his shoulder cracks. But as he slips away into the dirt, you hear him say, I won't be coming back. Don't wait for me. But enjoy desecrating my friend's corpse. And he will dig into the ground and disappear. And that will end the encounter.
The monorail.
Yeah, we gotta go. Oh, before I do, I take out the cigar that I had in my mouth. I guess I was still fucking smoking that one. I just throw it on the flames, and I just throw it on the shit and then leave.
All right, it immediately erupts into flame and disappears. Back on the path, you guys stand rather overwhelmed by the fact that you just had to fight those two again. Behind you stands both the elevatorium and the tram station right here. What are you guys doing?
Elevatorium, I guess.
Yeah, I think Ishka might need another doctor.
We need to take down the monorail.
Yeah.
It has all of the peanut brittle.
What if multiple cars have peanut brittle in it?
Do I know if it's only the one?
I would say that it specifically came to mind when one of them went over. You do know that there are two on the track. However,
Richard's got the superior firepower, so I think Richard, Iska, if there's no one in this next car, you take that one, we'll take the next one. Sound good?
Alright.
All right.
okay.
I don't want to split up the party again, but also bombs.
So, you guys are heading up alongside the inner?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. You enter the station, going up the sort of closed ride area. As you head up inside, you would note that there's someone at the desk, and there's like a large sort of like gate crossing stopper between you and like the actual elevated, like you're up maybe a story or two after this. Then there's just like an open bay window where there's a like a crossing guard rail, and the person behind the booth who is just sort of looking out at you guys as you walk up the ramp towards them. They seem to be sort of sanctified. You see this person who is just vibrantly radiating with a positive energy. As you come up the ramp, they sort of wave from behind their glass booth and say, "Oh, well, hey there. How's it going? How can I help you?"
Do you have the means to contact the mechanics from here?
Oh, the mechanics are like right next door. Yeah, I can get them.
Yeah, let them know that there's a bomb threat.
Oh, a bomb? Should I be here?
Probably not.
Okay. And you see them put their hand against the glass, and it immediately melts, and they walk through the booth, which is melting around them.
That's fucking cool.
They stand out. You see actively as they're standing on the carpet, it is burning. And they go, "I'll go down the way that you guys came.
Before you go, make sure that they put out a call over the comms. It's the comms girls who started all this.
Yeah.
Oh, gotcha. Okay. Here,
It's a very agreeable
and
NPC.
you see them like reach around the booth side, grab the radio receiver, and it melts in their hand, and they're like, "Oh, shucks." I'm just gonna go tell them in person. I'll be really quick, I promise. They go around the corner, past you guys.
They
You
just
see-
go
you
through the
feel-
wall.
Yeah, you feel the heat radiating off them as they like go around you, and they just head out, walking through.
That right there is a curse if I ever seen one.
You have met Power of 1,000 Suns.
Power of 1,000 Suns. Oh, that's a great name for that.
It's on,
That
it's on her-
thing, that monster. No, I'm joking.
It's on their name tag. Yeah, as you.
Wait, how the hell
walk-
do they wear clothes and name tags?
It's really fireproof. So yeah, you're over in front. Essentially, to sort of give you an idea of what it's like, it's almost like a loading bay for like a ride onto like a Disney like lazy thing, except the loading bay where the train would show up. You see that there's a tram line along here, and the boarding platform is like only just getting to this point, and there is currently a like boarding cross thing that's keeping you from getting onto the tracks. However, as you see that, you also note that if you want to get onto the tracks before the train shows up, the rain seems to be electrifying the actual track itself.
We are going to have to kill Power.
Somewhere else, Power of 1,000 Suns shudders. You hear the tram going through. You have 10 minutes before your monetary bonus expires.
This stupid bit. I don't think we care about that anymore.
You hear around the corner. Ding ding ding. Choo 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 choo. And then
Was that a weasel?
ding ding ding. As the tram arrives at the next station, the gate lifts, and as you look at it, you note that there is an automaton affixed to a seat at like the head of it, who says, "Hey there, come on aboard. I'm here as your conductor friend. My name is Friend Conductor. How can I help you?"
We need to stop these trams. There's a potential bomb on both of them.
Okay, well, see, here's the thing. I can't really stop it.
Aren't you a conductor?
Well, I'm sort of just here to help.
We're not being
Not
very
very
helpful right
helpful.
now.
Sorry about that. It appears as though the actual operator has left the booth.
Of course he has, because why not? Okay,
He points to the melted seat that's next to you guys.
why didn't we?
The one that you told to leave.
All right. We can't just.
If you want to get on, I'd get on soon. These things are automated now that there's no conductors around.
Do you two want to take this one?
I don't have a. We kind of don't have a choice. I don't. It's either I get on and try to disarm the thing, or dead.
Well, this is going to be very interesting.
Yep.
As Iska just kind of like walks on.
All right. So Iska and Richard get on the first tram, and Hill and Lily are going to get on the second one.
Yep.
All right. I want everyone to roll me a luck check.
13.
10.
All right. Lily and Hill get
Yeah.
on a tram a little bit after Richard and Iska do, as they rotate around. And as the tram speeds through,
After all that waiting, would the call to evacuate come through?
you would hear over the tram, like below you guys, you would hear,
This is a mandatory emergency call. If you're in the park, fuck off.
as
The
Jumping
perfect
Spider calls through to tell everyone to leave. And below you see slowly that there are several different people exiting the businesses and going out. You see the office seems to be flooding out as well. And as you're on the tram, Lily, what are you doing?
I'm immediately going to tag Hill and just be like, "Come on, let's get this search underway," and
Absolutely.
begin just searching frantically. Well, not frantically, just thoroughly for whatever suspicious devices and peanut brittle there could be.
Give me an advantage check.
Okay.
Or yeah, give me an investigation check at advantage.
Okay. 10 at advantage.
All right. At advantage, I think you would note that the only thing that's on this train that's really stand out is this covered pile of what looks to be crates.
I go ahead and pull the cover off.
You see a large crate of what looks to be Superstar brand peanut brittle.
I guess I'm gonna try to open the crate. Is it sealed shut with like nails or whatever?
It looks like it has a padlock, but the padlock has been removed.
Yup. I open the crate. I crack it open to take a look inside.
You see a small radio receiver, and from the other side, you hear,
Sorry, you got the wrong one.
meanwhile,
Oh God.
a suspiciously similar scene is taking place elsewhere. You also see the same sight. Yeah, you sit there, you get on the platform. What are you investigating?
I'm investigating to find, like, just everywhere to kind of find the bomb.
The automaton conductor waves at you.
Hello. I hope we don't all die.
I'm gonna take a big old sniff.
Wait, do I roll at advantage or just normal?
Hill was giving me
Hill was
help.
giving her the help action. Yeah,
Okay, fair enough. I didn't hear that part.
that's
I
fine.
got a 10.
If I'm sniffing, do I get advantage because I know
You
that,
do, yes.
14. What did you get, Richard?
I got a 10. I got a rock.
Heavy peanut brittle smell from over here. You also see a radio transceiver over here.
Iska kind of pushes you out of the way and goes over to the box.
All right. Your form has significantly, as the battle sort of ended, your form got a little smaller, but you're still very bestial. And as you push past him, you lift off the cloth. You see the second missing crate of peanut brittle with the same busted lock.
I'm going to slowly open this.
Can you get closer to your mic, darling?
I'm going to slowly open this lid.
And inside, you see what looks to be a improvised explosive device. It is a wooden casing.
I just turn to Richard and then just go, Richard,
Yeah.
we are so fucked.
Yeah.
Back away.
It seems to be a wooden casing made out of similar wood to the crates. Inside a internal cylinder on one portion of it, you note that they are crammed full of haxorite.
Oh,
What it looks to be.
What's that?
Haxorite is what you use to power auto machines. Heavily volatile crystal explosive.
This shit will kill us and basically everyone in the park.
You also note that on the left-hand side of it, there is a small clock that has been disassembled alongside a what looks to be a Link Sync brand timepiece watch, which is counting down. It is currently at 10 minutes until 0.
Ah, shit. Okay.
Iska's looking around like, what the fuck do I do? What the fuck do I do?
We have two options, in my opinion. We're either A, I'm gonna have to use that one course I took in fucking, like, bomb defusal, which was an entry-level course, and I barely passed it, I'm not gonna lie.
I feel so safe with you, Rachel.
Or...
I love that after he fucking transformed and like sort of calmed down from his hulking out, Iska's just a sassy version of his tiger now.
Or this one's like a bit of a stretch. If there's a giant pool of water, we could potentially drop that shit in there, and the water could take up most of the blast.
Is there a way to get SOS? We will probably need the help.
Yeah, let's go ask the bot.
Over the radio receiver, you hear,
Oh, I wouldn't try that. See, I rigged it to explode if it was taken out of the crate.
Well, ah, cheeky little bird, huh?
Nice to see that you found it.
Who is speaking to us?
It's the other one. That's the bird, bitch. She's the one that put the bomb here.
Bird lady, thank you very much.
No, bitch is more fitting.
and Lily, you're hearing this as well now. It seems that she's patched it through to both trains.
I don't know if you know this, but your sister's fucked up currently.
Oh, I'm sure of it. She's bad at keeping the cover anyway.
Okay, so you do realize this bomb will kill her, right? Because this thing's got enough explosives to glass a city, essentially. A small town.
We were resolved to do some really, really bad things today. I don't think you really get that.
So, you're mad because you had to work the day your sister died, but...
Don't simplify my pain! I'm doing what I deserve to do.
What I'm saying is, you're willing to kill your other sister just to get revenge because you didn't get to see your sister. You see where I'm
my
losing
question
you.
is, why didn't you just resolve to get stronger and then come and kill the people that killed your sister?
Yeah, or why didn't you just kill your boss? Like, you're...
Everyone's a critic, everyone's a critic.
You have 9 minutes until the bomb explodes.
Shit. Fuck, well...
Does she have a radio transceiver on it? That could let her set it off on her own?
Do you?
Well, I could, but honestly at this point I'm tired of having to do shit for you, so figure it out. If you explode early, I'm not upset.
Are you at the park too?
I'll never tell.
You hear a little bit of disturbance as you guys go around the northeast side of the thing, almost as if there's something interfering with it. So, okay.
Yeah, I'm a little...
One second.
So, like, now it's not the radio's being interfered with?
You, as you hear that interference, are right here.
I mean, you can at least roll an engineering check.
Yeah, I'm definitely gonna do that.
I am of no help here. I apologize.
You're fine.
It's fine.
I'm barely anything.
You're the muscle.
You could eat it.
Eat the bomb.
Wile E. Coyote that shit. I guess I'll do an engineering thing to see if I even like have an understanding of how to maybe disarm this thing.
Okay.
Can I at least provide the help action?
So here's the thing. Any of you can try to disarm the bomb. It is shoddily made. It is made by someone who's angry and not someone who's expertly good at making bombs. However, you will not know what the DC for this check is unless you give me a very good reason as to why.
Okay.
And that's what the engineering check is.
Does this have any stops, or is it...
something much more substantial than a engineering check.
Oh, okay.
So, quick question. Does this thing have any stops?
This thing stops at every tram station for like 20-30 seconds before going back on the loop.
Okay, Lily, okay, I'm gonna stay here with the bomb. Lily, just pretty much everyone, go try to find Spider Monkey.
Jumping spider?
Jumping Spider, not Spider Monkey,
Okay.
my bad.
She's an animatronic specialist, though.
Well, it's better than nothing. Or just get whoever is the head engineer or something.
That would be gonna do all.
Gonna do all, yeah. Get that one.
Okay.
I'm gonna try to look at this thing, and I'm not gonna touch.
You arrive right here. Tram station 1. Right over here. I did it twice. And tell me, Iska, as you overhear through the radio just automatically transmitting to everywhere in the park now, which seems to be the case for some reason, you think that maybe the twins might have put all of the communications to everyone all over the park. You hear the overhead of like, what do you say to Jumping Spider, Richard, to tell her where to go?
Do you need me to go and get her?
Yes, track her down.
Okay, so that'll be.
Okay. Iska has to go track her. You two get somebody, some engineer, one of the smart ones, one of the good
I'm
ones.
sort of evil villain maxing.
Oh
okay,
man,
hold on.
you're really villain coring right now.
So okay, you're getting off at tram station 1, right, Iska?
Yeah, I'm gonna get off there.
Okay, what are you doing once you get off the tram station?
He said we're looking for Jumping Spider, right?
Yes. I think you would know that Jumping Spider would have stayed at least at the foot of the staff building.
Alright, I am making a mad dash towards
Okay.
the staff building.
By sprinting, you are making it a little bit faster than the
Not to mention
meaning-
I move more too, so...
yes, meaning that you are there, and I will say, roll me an athletics check.
Modified 20.
Modified 20? Absolutely, okay. You get there in a minute.
I get to the foot of the building and I go, Jumping Spider!
You see at the foot of the building, Jumping Spider, the skier mechanic, looks at you and goes, "Aye, crazy tiger man!
Mount me!
Alright!" And he jumps on you, or she jumps on you, sorry.
I run towards tram station too.
Alright, you guys sprint over. Give me another athletics check with her on your back. As she like, give me advantage, because she's whipping you on the back like a cowgirl.
22.
22? Alright.
He's like fucking putting his all into this.
You see over by the mechanics shop as well, Gonna Do All looks over at you as he's like getting more people out, and he's like, "What the fuck?" You arrive at tram station 2 just as the tram comes back. You have 7 minutes left.
Get on, we don't have much time.
Can I make an investigation, or I mean, to see where, like, well, okay, she said that it's rigged that if they move it from the box, it explodes. Can I make an investigation to try and find where, like, that mechanism is?
Sure. So the bomb is like buried sort of halfway in a bunch of peanut brittle in the box. But also like you don't even need to investigate, just by like shoveling a little bit of peanut brittle out of the way, you note that there is absolutely a little tether, like almost like a grenade pin, you could say, like tied to a strange little contraption that's wiring from the timer into the box into the like chamber with all of the hacks right in it.
Would I be able to make a roll? I'm not saying I will. I'm asking, can I make a roll to disarm that? Just the mechanism on the
Yes,
side.
however, it will count towards the DC less. Like, you won't know if you succeeded or failed in it.
Yeah, nah, fuck that. I'll just wait.
All right. Well, they arrive just as the tram starts over again, as Jumping Spider goes through with you. What do you ask?
Can you help me here? Disarm this thing?
Oh, well, okay, here's the thing. I'm so very drunk still, but I can help. I can tell you, there's one bomb, right?
Just one. You
Okay.
think. The other tram
I'll
didn't
tell
have it.
you what I know about bombs, which admittedly isn't a lot. And you tell me if it's working. You now have a awareness that the DC is between 13 and 16.
What happens if I don't reach the DC?
Think of it like death saving throws. You need 3 successes or 3 failures. 3 failures, it explodes. 3 successes, it's disarmed.
Fuck.
And as you debate what you're gonna do, over in the second train, we see Lille and Hill recognizing that they're alone in a car with an animatronic and a radio receiver. What are you doing, Lille?
Lily is like, she's not screaming, but she's visibly freaking out because she legitimately, she doesn't know what to do in this situation. She is not an engineer. All she knows is that these two have put a lot of people's lives at risk over a petty act of revenge. And she doesn't know what to do.
You see Hill sort of looking around, and then he notices, here. Let's see if he notices you're freaking out. Hey, Lille, I know that you look excited right now, but could I ask for your help with something?
Yeah.
Awesome, I'm glad to hear it. Okay, so no bomb on this. Okay.
No bomb. No bomb.
No bomb. No bomb.
Course of action. Course of action.
Find the bomber.
You know what? Actionable. Let's go.
So as the tram goes, are you just
Wait,
jumping off the side?
Wait. Is the radio receiver like nailed down?
It is not. No.
And we can go back and forth on it, right?
Yes.
Okay, I'm gonna grab that and then run.
Okay. You jump off onto a building's roof, which is, keeping in mind, about 2 stories tall. But Hill, as the tram is going forward, will jump off as well in solidarity. Please roll me a dexterity saving throw to not fall and eat shit. I'm predictable, what can I say?
12.
Yeah. 12? Okay. With a 12, you just barely catch your footing on the slick...
Yeah, it's like slippery and
rain wet. And it barely does. You see Hill almost falls off as well, but you just barely catch him before catching yourself on the signpost. And you're on the rooftop with Hill next to you. To keep this in mind, as you were moving over, you are currently on top of Yumtopia. Right here. Yeah, let's stay on you for a second. What are you gonna do with the radio?
Iska, we could really use your help right now, if possible.
I don't think Iska even stays on the train once he drops off.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
What's it called? He's probably trying to figure out where, because like I imagine the tram is still there when the discussion comes up. Maybe we should go find the person.
Yeah. You can hear the back and forth of Lille and Audrey as being recorded and broadcast over all of the overhead things. You jump off about so you reboarded on tram station 2, gave jumping spider, and then jumped off. I will say you're probably around here.
I guess I'm gonna have to use my good old-fashioned sniffer Rooney to give a good old whiff. I don't
Give
think
me
I
a
really
survival
have...
check.
Yeah.
Sorry, go ahead.
Let's try tracking them.
Survival check at advantage because you smelled them with sans peanut brittle earlier. And Lille, yeah, what are you doing?
I think she's gonna be like, Richard,
Yeah?
you're smart with
Yeah.
tech. Do you have any idea where the signal's coming from?
I don't know. All I know is when we were over the Wheel of Progress, for some reason, it started out, what's it called? The call started messing up.
Wait,
It was
wait,
like reception
wait.
one.
Gut. Okay, gut. If there's problems up here, then it's more than likely in this area, I think. Maybe?
Give me an engineering check, Lille.
Natural fucking 20.
Alright.
Nice.
All right. The tram is one of the highest things in the park. And you're not sure how radio telegraphy works, but you get the impression that it's probably similar to how messaging works, in that it can't go through things, really. And having strange things like that, the only other two big tall things that are in this place is the Sky Blazer, which goes up and down, or the giant bronze statue on top of Innovation Square.
Okay.
Okay.
That makes more sense. I was kind of inflicting my worldview on that decision, so that's a good point. All right.
And it happened. I'll mark down the thing that was fucking with the radio was happening here. Yes.
Would I know if that's a lower or higher point of the tram track?
That is a high point. And that is its line of sight with the thing.
What about my 16?
You're 16. With a clean 16, you would note that your senses haven't been super going off after the peanut brittle. You're having opened a crate of it, you're going a little crazy right now. However, you do note that you smell, and this feels weird, you smell engine grease. Or like, not even engine grease, like mechanic grease blowing from the south. And that's only barely underneath the now slick rain. But again, the rain's pouring down. It's not really a place for it to be. Only, like, if it's falling.
So it's somewhere above me?
Maybe.
I mean, other than, like, the sky above me.
So, Lily is closer to the Sky Blazer, and if she knows that line of sight line of sight is necessary for, to a degree, radio telegraphy. Hey, I'm getting a hang of that word. Line of sight is necessary. She's going to say over it, Iska, Innovation Square, we're going to take the Sky Blazer.
5 minutes left until your pay is
Iska,
gone.
Like, sprints towards... Well, what about the bomb?
We return to Richard. Richard, what are you doing?
Spider, quick question. I probably should have
Aye.
asked this before they left. Yes, hello. Do you think there's a way we could figure out where she is through the speaker? I mean, through the receiver right here?
Oh, well, they can... I don't know as much about them. The comms team are more of the main people about it,
Yeah,
but...
well, I think comms team is a little busy being cartoony villains from back in fucking ye old times with bombs all over the place.
Aye, fair enough. And you see her, like, climb up, around, and over onto the roof of the cabin above where the actual tram is. And she starts, like, with little things in her hands. You don't see what she's doing above, but you can hear her, like, going, shite, just relay to me what you need, and I'll tell you if, honestly, my eyes weren't going to be helping much anyway. Just let me know if there's something you need help with, and I'll help you. Once more, the threshold that you are aware that the bomb has is... It's a threshold between 13 and 16. And she's relaying to you that she can help you with it if you try it.
We'll give it a minute or two, or how many do we have? How much time?
5 minutes.
We'll do it at the 1 minute mark.
All right.
That is cutting it real fucking close,
The 2 minute mark. Well, yeah, 2 minute mark is better.
So as you're pensively looking at that, in that case, should we return to you once 2 minutes comes up?
Yeah, we'll return at 2 minutes. Wait, she's not able to figure out where she is?
Jumping Spider is currently taking the time to try and find her through some method that you're not aware of.
Okay, yeah, I guess we'll just wait for the 2 minute mark. 3 minute mark, because, like, if by chance they find her by then, I could just tell them, and they could try to intimidate her into telling me how to fix it.
All right.
That's my plan. For now.
We return back to Soontown. Iska, you're running back to Innovation Square?
Yep.
Okay. You look around. What are you doing once you get there? It's like the main sort of pagoda. There's the large thing, and there's the statue on the top.
Do I know that the statue, or was it? Do I know that the raised elevation is what, is likely what is?
You probably
causing
heard it
interference?
over the radio as they were
Alright.
talking. Yeah.
I guess I'm climbing that statue.
All right. You climb the statue. Give me. You know what? Let's give me 3 athletics checks.
Oh boy. 16,
That's a success.
21,
Also a success.
18.
Incredibly successful. Holy shit.
Wow. That
Okay.
was scary.
You climb along the top side of it. You get onto the roof of Innovation Square, and you start scaling the side of the lady. And like I said, the main sizes of the entirety of the park are mainly like 2 stories at most. The statue is definitely the tallest one, and Skyblazer isn't going up and down. It's stationary right now, so you get the impression that it's probably not that. But your feral instincts are going wild right now. You feel crazy with the amount of radio signals that are just pulsing through the entirety of the air. You recognize that there's one more place that's pretty tall as well. One that Lele wouldn't be able to see if she was on the roofs specifically over here.
Oh no, I won't be able to communicate this either.
You note that there's an observation jack. If you go up the elevator in the elevatorium, looking over into the elevatorium's glass viewing platform, you see, with little to nothing else around her except for a radio telegraphy microphone and receiver, you see her.
It's 120 feet.
It's 120 feet, yeah.
Oh, there's no way I'm making that then.
That's a really long jump.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I don't think I'd be able to make that.
You could scale the building and just run right towards her.
Honestly, am I able to at least hop off the roof of the Inventorium, or the Innovation Square, and climb up the Elevatorium?
It would be another 3 athletics checks as you're just scaling a fucking building with tiger strength. However, Lele, I think you would also, in that moment, you would see the glinting, like, bright blue fur.
Bright blue?
Wait, it's blue?
Or no, sorry, the stripes. I thought the stripes were blue from
They
our
glow.
previous conversations. Yeah. The glowing stripes reflecting out of the otherwise really dark and gloomy rainstorm. You would just barely see that over the rooftops, Lele. As he's looking over in this direction.
Yeah, I think she takes a moment and she sees Iska looking in that direction and probably like crouching to get ready to like pounce or something, and she's like, oh, fuck. She jumps down from the roof. How high is it?
2 stories.
The roof is 2 stories, so 1 second. I'm gonna roll you 2d6 damage
Okay.
if you jump off that building.
Hey, max 12. I'm still alive.
Okay. 4 damage. You lucky fuck. Hill stays on the roof saying, I'm not gonna do that.
Okay. So she jumps down, and she just starts bolting towards that towards like tram station 2. I don't know if she could see the elevatorium, so she's just bolting in that direction to try and meet up with him. Sure.
Roll me another athletics check,
Okie doke.
please.
14.
I think, and I'm sorry to say this, you will show up there at the 2-minute mark.
Ah, shit.
How fast will I be able to get there?
You have you rolled your athletics yet?
I have not. I'm probably... Oh, nat 20.
Hell yeah. Okay. So you land first, dealing... The bottom of the Innovation Square roof is only 1 story, so you take 1 damage falling down and then begin climbing again. You immediately clear the first hurdle. Roll me another athletics check, and then one last one behind it.
So modified 20 for the second one.
Modified twinner. Okay. You get there at 3 minutes. Iska,
Yes.
you see as you climb up like the fucking Doomslayer, you're fucking just your muscles are screaming, you're so tired always now. And as you climb one step at a time, you eventually reach the outside of this heavily reinforced plexiglass. On the inside, you see someone who very clearly looks to be a cut loose, now very almost maniacal looking Audrey monk, as she has a large mechanical hook on the outside of one of her like wing arms. She looks over to you, smiles, and then returns to the radio transceiver.
So am I like on a platform right now?
You are on the top of like a slanted roof that is outside of the. Essentially, it was an athletics check for every 10 feet.
I'm gonna ask you a question.
Yeah, sure.
Because I have stable footing. I don't need to really hold myself too hard, right?
I will ask for an additional stability check because it is raining.
Right now?
Depending on what you do.
I'm going to take one of my swords and thoroughly shove it into the plexiglass with my bestial strength to break it open and to then charge through.
All right. I will ask for a check to stay footed if it misses. Because the ricochet of you hitting it and then being knocked back will cause you to slip.
Kill me. Straight up.
Yeah.
16 to hit.
Iska,
Yeah, I'm falling, aren't I?
with a 16, please roll me damage.
8 damage.
Boom. And the glass just barely cracks enough for you to, with the very blade of your sword, hook onto the inside railing and catch yourself before you are about to fall very far. This window is now broken.
Monk.
2 minutes remain as back at the tram. Richard, you hear over the radio receiver,
Monk.
Okay, good, they found her.
you are standing over a bomb. We're going to enter initiative.
11.
Okay.
11, okay.
15.
15. Audrey rolls a 9.
8.
8, okay. First is Iska.
I'm pushing through that fucking window.
All right.
This bitch is mine.
So I'd say that's 10 feet, just because moving through a broken window is probably difficult terrain. And then the rest of it is free to go.
15, 20,
25,
25,
30. 30 would be here.
35. Because I can move 35 feet.
Oh, nice. Oh, yeah. You show up right next to her. She looks up to you and sort of stares at you, waiting for you to do something.
I'm just gonna grab her. You're going to tell me how to disarm this bomb right now. Lest you end up like your sister.
Is that all you do?
I am I have grabbed her at this point. Actually,
yes.
I'm gonna grab her.
Give me a grapple check.
Okay. 15.
With a 17,
Oh,
she
bitch.
ducks under your arms Are you using a bonus action?
Can I try to grapple her again with my bonus action?
Not really, no, sorry.
No, it's an attack
It's
action.
like a replacement for your attack, yeah.
So then I don't really know what else I can do. I can maybe do No, I don't really have any other bonus actions I can do right now. I guess I could try to intimidate her, but like even then
You could try to intimidate her, yeah.
I said tell me no.
You see her. 1 second. Woo boy. Okay. She looks at you, and you see her. Now that she's in front of a giant tiger creature, you get the impression that she was blessed with more intelligence than her sister, and therefore recognizes the danger she's in. And as such, as she flinches, you see her instinctively go to her like wrist in her sleeve to try and do something. And that is, as the next person in line would be Richard. What are you doing?
Yeah, we're gonna have to do this. It's hit the 2-minute mark. Spider, just get down here. You're gonna have to help me try to get this thing.
You see Spider go, okay, I couldn't really find out where they are, but I'm sure that it's probably fine.
Yeah, they already found her, but she's being slippery and we only got 2 minutes left, and I think we're just gonna have to start.
All right. And you see her, she hands you her engineer's tools and says, you go ahead.
A little help would be nice. You do realize if I fuck this up, we all die, right?
You do realize that I am shit-faced right now, right? She is not going to be able to give you advantage because she has given you the threshold awareness. However, it is an engineering check, and of all of the intelligence people, you are the best for that.
I am aware. That's why I stayed with the bomb.
Yes.
I am not happy with this situation, though.
With the tools, you are capable of trying to defuse this. The DC is between 13 and 16. Please make your first roll.
Okay. It's just like a car.
get
You
over
may
16,
also,
dude.
I will say, you may also make a Arcana or Engineering check to investigate the bomb further to see if there's anything else you might be able to do.
Yeah, I'm gonna do that. I'm
Okay.
just like, I'm imagining as I'm looking at it before I do anything, it's like, it's just like fixing the radiator. I mean, it's just like fixing the muffler. Just like fixing the I look inside, this is nothing like this. It looks nothing like a fucking car. I hate this. Okay, I'm rolling Arcana right now.
Roll Arcana.
19.
Haxorite, due to the way that it's specifically used in this specific refined form, you recognize is the same as what they use for specifically land draggers. You are aware of a very strange quirk in the system, wherein if you course a steady flow of magic through them, it will, instead of activating them and exploding them, it will actually sort of give the crystals a unified circuit and provide a tad more stability. To this end, if you, while you are dealing with this, have someone else putting magic into it, you will gain 2 extra failed saves in the event that you fuck up.
How the fuck do I go about doing that? I know I'm a wizard and all, but like...
Then in that case, you would... if you were to do that, then have Jumping Spider attempt the mechanics checks. She has a +5, but she will be rolling at disadvantage.
Ah, shit, that's right, you're shit-faced. But fuck it, we're just fixing this. I can't do shit with that otherwise without
Okay.
risking it, and I'm not trusting that much with a shit.
Dig right in.
Make your first engineering skill check. That'll be a +2 with your intelligence modifier.
I believe in you, Dick.
Nat 20.
Yo! Whoa!
Woo! Hell yeah! Okay.
Oh wait, it is just like fixing the carburetor. Hold on.
You open it up, and you literally see a component of a car that was stolen from the parking lot you investigated, and it seems to be part of the ignition drive. And you go, oh, wait.
Oh.
And you immediately disconnect a portion of that exact same model that you had. And you have one more successful check that you need to make.
Okay, let's go again.
Hold on.
Well,
Next is Lily.
I'm running. I'm just fucking booking it. I don't know what's going on.
You arrive at the doorstep of the elevatorium. You see Burden Bill is still shriveled in the corner. The like observation deck elevator is just on the inside. It seems to be upstairs right now. You'll have to press the button or literally climb up the elevator shaft.
I think, like again, Lily takes just a split second to think. And she knows that Iska's probably got this. Richard's the only one who can take care of the bomb. And the only difference she can make is to make sure that this little fucker gets to safety. So she just runs in, scoops him, and fucking bolts.
Okay, which direction?
South!
South? Okay.
Or no, west. Through is there a wall on the left of the Avant Gardens?
The Avant Gardens are blocked off by like a 15-ish foot like chain link fence that overlooks into like the sea area.
All right, so she makes a split decision. She grabs him. Hold on to my pack. We're getting out of here.
Okay.
And she just runs to the Avant Gardens with the intention of jumping over the fence into the water to try and get this guy to safety.
You sprint, grab him by the neck. He goes, okay, and then you just start running through the streets. Give me just he is made of wet noodle and sadness. Give me an athletics check to see how far you can run with him.
That is a 16. I think it's just a flat. I don't think I have proficiency, so. And 18.
An 18, okay. Given the harsh cardio, you get the impression you're probably going to be incredibly exhausted after this. However,
yeah, if I survive.
If you are capable of carrying him, you're capable of carrying him. Okay. You get that far. You have 240 more feet to get to the edge of the gardens. Iska?
Yes.
You see, as you fail to catch her in that brief second, she ducks, she pulls up her sleeve, and you see two Lynx sync watches, and she turns the knob on the left-hand face of one of them up. You now have 1 minute until the bomb explodes. Keeping in mind, she can only turn it with 6 seconds. She can only turn the time forward by a minute per round. So, if you grapple her, you will be able to stop her from making it go forward even more. And with that, she's going to try and duck back this way. Please, are you attack of opportunity?
Yes.
Absolutely.
I think
okay.
Iska at this point has completely shifted his paradigm on her. He
Yeah.
wanted to treat her like a person. He really did.
Mm-hmm.
She's not giving him much of an option. He's gonna have to fight her.
To be fair, she is a terrorist motivated by revenge, so...
Realistically, Iska isn't the type of person to fight a regular person in in his tiger form. It's straight up just like sacrilege. But he doesn't really have a choice at this point. I got a 17.
Her AC is 9. You hit.
Okay. Got max damage. I hit her for 10 damage.
You slash
I'm doing
her
this
across the
specifically
torso,
Yeah, slashing.
and she has very little life left in her. You immediately almost tear off one of her legs as her like entire hip is just fucking rended with your claw. And she stumbles this way before going another 5, 10, and trying to distance herself between you and her by putting the couch between you two. It is now your turn. You have 90 seconds left before the bomb explodes.
So I move 20 feet. And at this point, he's not concerned about conserving her life because she's threatening like hundreds of people's lives. He needs to stop her. So he's not gonna just pin her down. He's gonna go for the throat.
Cool, fuck. Okay.
18.
18 absolutely hits. What's your minimum damage?
At a minimum, it's 5.
With minimal
He's
effort.
specifically picking her up with like his teeth. He is grabbing
Yeah.
her by the throat and holding her up.
You rip her head off.
Oh god, that's not what I wanted at all!
The torso
You just
falls.
see Iska like sit there
Yeah.
and like, oh god, what have I done? Get it, forgive me.
Next, is that the end of your turn?
Yeah, I just fucking killed her. I don't know what to do.
Next, Richard. You have 2 successes and no failures so far.
Let's go. Oh. God giveth and he taketh away.
Did you roll a
Got
1?
that one, didn't you?
I rolled a fucking 1.
Oh,
That is 2 failures and 2 successes. You are 1 away from either exploding or disarming the bomb.
Why must you play with me, Fini Sava?
Lille, you're sprinting, and you feel that same dark wind, that same gross chill.
Suddenly, everyone feels a cold shudder up their spine, for no reason in particular.
What are you doing?
I am.
You still running?
Yeah, I'm still just fucking booking it. This is the only thing I can really do in this situation.
Athletics check.
7.
You're sprinting and you're sprinting, but you're only getting 60 feet away. You get the impression that as the cart's rolling back around, it's going, almost feels faster as the time closes in. Richard, you are now here.
Okay.
Iska,
yeah.
you sit there with a Aviani on the floor, her blood in your teeth, her arm having a large rig, possibly the 3rd stolen machine from the mechanics, and a set of 2 watches that you barely can function with your giant claws. What do you do?
If I transform back, I'm not gonna have enough time to even remotely disarm it. Is it possible I can extend the time?
You can try. I will tell you right now, I will make you perform a strength check, and if you get above a 10, you will crush the mechanism. You have 2 chances at this.
Oh, curse me and my Herculean strength. Iska at this point is barely holding on to his transformation to begin with. He just forces himself to focus. And as he's shifting back and like getting his like human like appendages, he's going to attempt to at least extend the time.
Okay. Please roll me a DC 5 engineering check.
I just met it with a 5.
That is a meet. That is a hit. You turn the watch forward. You gain that extra minute back. You now have, I believe, exactly 1 minute, 50 seconds left.
And before anything else happens, 5 exhaustion.
You see, no one sees, but in the middle of this place, you are racked with pain and tire. You have jumped and climbed several buildings in the span of less than minutes. You are a Herculean and powerful beast, and even still, you are standing over your quarry covered in blood and unsure if this is entirely correct. You've succeeded in your quarry, and yet here you stand, racked with exhaustion and wounds.
This is not how I wanted things to go today.
On that heavy scene, unfortunately, the hands of fate do not stay on one person's shoulders forever. As we return to the train once again. Richard, you stand faced with an explosive device. Rather dangerous situation you've gotten yourself into this time. But you survived one explosive threat. Why not two?
I never knew lizard folk had two stomachs until that day.
Well, that sounds ominous.
No, did I say that out loud? I'm sorry.
Don't worry about it, bud. Here, come on. Let's
Yeah.
explode together, eh?
Please don't say that. Please don't say that. I've been through a bomb situation before, and this is. Let's just get it fucking over with.
Aye, why do you think I drink so much? She pops her head, and the eye that goes lazy falls out before she pops it back in for a second.
I'm gonna need a drink after this.
Hey, you want some of mine?
Not right now.
I don't have it on me, but later.
Sure.
At 8.
Let's go. It's just like a car.
Pull the band-aid off.
Yep. Let's go.
Roll
Okay,
me one last engineering check.
I got a 9.
Your hands over this explosive device tinker and waver, and for the briefest moment, you, on instinct, go to brace, and nothing happens.
It's a dud, isn't it?
As a force of 1,000 suns washes over the entire carriage. Richard, tell me what saving throw you use to get out of this. I will let you use any attribute if you justify it, because you're going to need your best score.
I had an idea for in case something like this happened, but I don't think this will work. I'm just curious. With my wand, gimme a mushroom. Can I put a mushroom around it, or at least like either the box or the bomb or something, and just the one attribute, dense, really fucking dense.
You could also cast shield. That might help a little bit.
Would shield work?
I will tell you, since the first instinct you had was the gimme a mushroom,
Yeah.
I will let you use intelligence if you would like.
I'll do that. That's my best bet.
Yeah, that's fair.
Okay. In a moment, as the carriage rocks slowly, we don't just see Richard's perspective. We see him as the tram lands right around between Manifold Spices, Landdragger Alley, Yuntopia, and specifically above the Sky Blazer. We see the tram that Iska can see. Lele can't, but she can definitely hear. An explosion rocks out, and in a brief moment, back on that train, Richard quick draws the wand, points at the glass case that would be careening shards of glass into his face, and turns it into a dense mushroom, just barely shielding him. Please, 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 roll me a intelligence saving throw.
Modified 21.
By turning a component of the bomb into a mushroom, you have removed one of the damage dice from it. Because one of the components of the bomb is one of the damage dice. The damage dice is 21d4 points of force damage. And what I'm going to do right now is I'm going to tell you exactly how much you have removed from that damage roll after you have halved it. Siege,
Yeah.
you take 29 points of force damage. After you halve the total and remove a d4 to a total of specifically 58 points of force damage. You survive with 1 hit point as you are blown out onto the street. The tram explodes. Jumping spider, I'm gonna roll a saving throw for as well. That's unfortunate.
She didn't make it, did she?
The two of you fall at the foot of the Soontown Skyblazer. And unfortunately, you are the only one who saved in the tram. You land 1 hit point left on top of the actual balloon and slide down, just barely avoiding another point of damage. You are on top of the Skyblazer. The bomb is, for better or worse, removed, but at the end of this trip, the bomb did go off. The suspect was apprehended, if not mauled. And Lily, you have escaped with a endangered civilian. And you guys sit and wait. You hear the explosion. And we will end initiative there. Tell me, what are you all doing?
I think, at the moment that the explosion goes off, Lily she instinctively grabs the gnome and, like, just in case tries to shield him, and then when nothing hits her, she lets him go. Looks over and begins frantically running around the park looking for Richard.
Okay. Richard, as you land on the top of that Skyblazer and sort of scrape off down the side, I think you note that there's like a bunch of different shit everywhere. There's like components of the animatronic who has exploded. There's little pieces of glass and railing that was exploded around the place. And it's all just dug onto the ground. Even the, like, after you fell into the Skyblazer itself, also so did a lot of wreckage from the tram, piercing into the large sort of semi-inflatable body of the Skyblazer's ride. So it's now deflating as you're on it. Please give me a perception check.
I got a 10.
You don't see where Jumping Spider is. And as you think that, you hear at the base of the ride,
Wait, what are you?
as the Dimension Door spell is cast, and out steps a small, weird little dwarf guy wearing a pea-colored robe and holding Jumping Spider in his arms.
Well, that was loud.
Yeah, I would imagine.
I'm sorry I didn't show up earlier. I was trying to get more information on that, Gourmand guy, but I see that I was really late. Okay, you good to get down from there?
Yeah, just give me a minute.
All right. I cast time stop, just so you're aware. So she's fine.
Do that?
Yeah, I'm a really good wizard.
He sets her down on the floor. She seems confused, if not unharmed, and she looks up to you and says, "Oh shit, I'm gonna help you out," and runs over to your. As the sky blazer's deflating, you're just sort of like falling onto the portion where the people get on, and then P-Wizard warps away. Iska,
Yes.
you're lying. How in the elevatorium?
I imagine my back's against the wall. Kind of basically right next to the fucking murder I just did. I don't think he can get up right now. He is really freaking tired.
P-Wizard will Dimension Door in, immediately look around the scene, recognize the very strong feelings that must be coursing through you, and says,
I've never been good at this sort of stuff, so I'm gonna avoid it.
I just kind of give him a look, like...
It gets better, kid.
and he teleports away. And Lille, in front of you, you see P-Wizard Dimension Door say,
I think everyone else is good. Also, I'm out of dimension doors.
Okay. Where's Richard?
Very hurt, but not dead. He's over by the stupid little balloon ride.
Thank you.
Yeah.
And she's just gonna immediately, knowing that the gnome is safe, knowing that nobody was hurt despite what happened, she's just gonna make her way to Richard. Because he took the brunt force of it. He was in there.
I'll be over by the front gate whenever you want to arrest me.
All right.
All right. Just keep those kids safe, okay?
Yeah.
and he will, without dimension dooring, he will just walk alongside you awkwardly as you make your way towards the same area. How and when do you reconvene?
I don't know about reconvening, but she's going straight to Richard to make
Alright.
sure he's stable.
And Iska, you're staying there as long as you need?
Yeah,
Okay.
I don't know when he's going to be able to get up, because at this point he's gotten a chance
Once
to, like,
Richard
sit
is
down.
stable, she'll probably go after Richard, or not Richard,
Alright.
after Iska as well.
Then
What about Hill?
Yeah, what about
Hill is still on that building. I think he actually saw the tram explosion, but
Oh, that
he
is terrifying.
Yeah, he is on top of the Yumtopia roof, afraid to jump 2 stories down. Lille, as you pass by and down through all of the various different shops, as the rain pours, the clouds part in a brief moment, and the sun starts to peek through again. As even if this was messy, even if it was dangerous, even if it was fucking terrifying, you still managed to get the slightest eking victory out.
Back to different.
And
that was really good.
walking down the causeway towards the Sky Blazer, I assume you go through to the entry roundabout, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Sitting at the roundabout, you would see Lucky Kelpie Mane on a bench over by the entry roundabout, sort of strange northwest east south thing, but reversed. And he would look to you and say, "Are you done? I heard an explosion."
Yeah. Yeah, we are.
Come over here. I'm trying to talk to you. Come on. Okay, listen.
Yeah, we're done.
That was really, really impressively loud. What did I say, like 2,000 each?
I don't remember.
Yeah, neither do I. So, here's 2,000 flat, and he hands you a small sack of gold.
I think she looks at it for a moment and she's like, but we failed.
Yeah, that's why I'm docking your pay.
Fair enough.
Spend the rest of it at this park. It'll make it easier for me to recuperate. Let's see here. First, before you go, I don't know, bomb threat or whatever, it's solved, right? It's done? I had an explosion, I assume that's it.
The explosion happened. I assume that Audrey is taken care of one way or another. She wasn't speaking through the radio anymore. Aubrey she has a broken leg, so she's not going anywhere anytime soon. So.
Yeah, I assume that's it. So, okay. Ugh, that's so much work to do. To be quite honest with you, I always hated those twins anyway. It's way too loud. Annoying voices. Then, am I fine to pick up where you left off?
Yeah, go right on.
Okay. And he looks over to the person with what looks to be like little goggles and a tree head, and he says, "Flora," and she goes, "Oh, yes, right, sir." And she claps her hands twice, and immediately a fleet of what look to be Kelpie Mane assistants start flooding in from the entry gate out to pick up the broken pieces of his park. And he also turns to his left and says, "Karma," and a giant Naga woman comes out of invisibility and says,
Yeah, boss. What's up?
"Capture whoever did who was it? It was just the twins, right?"
Just the twins.
Okay.
Though you will have to at least fire Forger, because it was his opening that started all this. I'm not gonna lie. Here.
All right. Hey, Karma, tell Forger that if he ever comes back to this place, I'll break his fucking legs, okay?
Got it, boss.
And she slithers down the path towards the staff building. And he looks to you and says, "Mediocre job. Ugh, sort of shit, honestly. But, do better next time, huh? You look sad." Bye.
What a fucking asshole!
This whole thing, I think she's having kind of a slight paradigm shift on the way she views the world, because, like we said, she sort of tried defending Forger because, like, it wasn't totally his fault, but now that she thinks about it, no, it was none of this would have happened if he didn't contact. So you see, if he didn't make a stupid fucking decision,
It wouldn't have been caught by the sisters, and they wouldn't have called someone else, yeah.
they could have gotten actual grief counseling and actually taken some time off and gotten work through it. Yes, they were bad people. They did something very bad, but it was Forger's opening that caused all this. And she's just going to keep making her way through to Richard.
I'm imagining, I'm barely standing. Like, I'm hanging on by a thread, and I'm surprised I'm standing.
You feel rippled, like your coat is in tatters, and your chest is like almost concave. It's so strange, as it's like you feel odd little sharp rivulets piercing through your chest, almost as something in you is creaking and stitching. You're not sure what, but it feels unnatural and disgusting.
Lily's going to immediately, upon seeing him, without a word, just make a medicine check to, stabilize him.
I look up at Lily, and I just, halfway through, like, her doing this, I realize I don't feel my hat on my head. And so I just kind of, like, I know that she already saw, probably, but I kind of put my hand back on my face on that one part and kind of act like it hurts there. We've seen it before, but this is, I guess, Lille's first time, and she sees the blue metal where my eye should be, the yellow robotic. It doesn't look like an eye. It looks kind of like a camera. I don't remember actually having seen that
like
in
almost
Hollywood.
like a spotlight.
Yeah, kind of like that, and it's gotten to the point where it's even gone over the horn, hasn't it?
I think it's the skin flakes away almost like silicone rubber as the machine underneath is just like turning you into this odd mechanical creature.
And I think as she's treating you, and I'm just gonna make a quick medicine check. That's 15. She just treats you, stitches up what she can with what she has on her, stops whatever bleeding, and then you see her like pull. So there's like this large tablecloth that you see she usually carries around her, like the right side of her bag, and she just pulls it out and kind of like fastens it around you, covering your face and chest. And she doesn't say another word.
Could you get me in my hat, please?
I'll see what I can do. And she starts to look for his hat, I guess.
Jumping Spider is like sitting across from you against the railing, looking at you and saying, "Man, you're purple. That's fucking weird."
I just ignore it.
I probably won't remember today anyway.
So yeah, I'll
She
make
smiles.
a search. I'll make a search roll for his hat.
All right. Please roll me an investigation.
10.
10? Okay. You
Yeah,
find it.
no.
You find it elsewhere around the corner.
While she's doing that, I look at Spider and be like, I think I want that drink right now.
Yeah. Oh, you know, actually, she actually like goes around and jogs across to like the side of the fences over here.
She
and
has
you see her like
fucking stash.
you see her like pull out a little like from a crack in the fencing. She like pulls out a little what looks to be like a milk crate that's just full of alcohol. And she jogs back over as Lily finds the hat and says, she just like passes a bottle to you before rounding up the corner and tossing one to you as well, Richard, and uncorking one of her own and says, "Cheers, eh?"
Did she toss it to me? Am
yeah.
I gonna need to make a saving throw for that?
Are you able? Do you think so? Do you
I don't think
want
real.
to?
I just survived a fucking bomb to the face with nothing but a dense mushroom in the way.
Roll
I'm
me
gonna need
a
little.
dexterity saving throw.
Yeah, I would just let that go, but I'm sorry, no. I got a 2.
It donks you in the head, you lose 1 point of damage, you go into death saving throws, and then she slaps you awake, and she's like, "Nope, none of that shit," and you wake up again. We're drinking, we're not dying. She starts chugging
on
up.
my fucking face.
Catch you next time, cowards.
I just survived a bomb.
I
Barely.
did too, you don't see my whining.
You weren't in it.
Sounds like an excuse to me.
I hate you so fucking much. I just grabbed the bottle and just started like drinking it.
I can't wait for the romance arc.
And yeah, as that happens, Lily, you come back around with both. Did you keep the bottle, or you just hat in hand?
I am keeping the bottle.
I'm
I am
talking to
not
Lele, sorry.
stopping. Oh, sorry.
Oh, she gave me a bottle? Yeah,
She tossed you a bottle, tossed Richard a bottle, and kept one for herself. Yeah.
I'm actively drinking.
Okay. You return Richard's hat to him, and the three of you have a solemn drinking moment. And Iska,
Yes.
the elevatorium is quiet. It's dark. All you can really see is the rain, and as that lightens up, you lie against the wall, sort of just contemplating. And You don't see anyone. You don't hear anything. You feel somewhere something connects with you for a moment. The teachings of your temple, of your clan, weren't very kind. It was a very dark, it's a very brutal, but also valiant cause. And that's why you kept at it. But as you sit here, you remember a time when you were faced with a very hard to grapple with hunt. You had to deal with a lot on your plate, and that night you were tasked with a hunting of something that was a bit larger than you were used to. You can't remember if it was a deer or even just a large boar, but whatever it was, it got to you, and when you came back to the temple, your instructor, Nikolai, said, "This is the path of all things that decide to live. The bond of blood is one that all creatures on our very, very small world are bound by. One day, you will shed blood. One day, you will shed too much, and in recompense, another will shed your blood instead. This is not something to fear. This is something to understand as an inevitability. The bond of blood binds us all. Iskakshi. Recognize it. Do not let it consume you in a paralyzing fear when you could be meditating instead." The memory fades, and you're alone again. Just in an elevatorium.
I think he kind of, at this point, forcefully turns himself over to the body. Is the head by the body itself, or has it, like, rolled off?
The head's right here.
Okay. He's just gonna grab it, put it right next to the body itself, like, properly next to the body. He's going to lay them down, and he's going to give them burial rites.
And as you collect yourself, you say your prayers for the person who no longer lives as an individual, but who returns to their place in the cycle of life as another, not a monster, not a person, just another thing to shed blood, as you will one day as well. A beauty and inevitability of this world. How long do you think it takes for the others to find you?
I'd say probably like maybe 30 minutes.
On the path back, I think you guys also see Hill, who recognizes that Richard isn't dead and is very happy.
Somehow alive.
Yeah.
What was that, Richard, you said about Fini Sava just like fucking with you? You survived. You should be happy.
I'm happy now. Now that I have liquor in my system.
Hey, you pulled off the Band-Aid and you didn't die. That's something, dude.
Let me put it like this. I pulled off the Band-Aid, turned out the Band-Aid was connected to a fucking artery, and I barely made it to the hospital in time before I bled out.
Hey, you survived. That's the best you can ask
No.
for.
It's not even that. I wouldn't even say that. While I was going to the hospital, I literally just put as much duct tape and cloth on top of it as I could, and it just barely worked.
I will tell you guys. It does sound like bullshit, but I mean it when I say I rolled ahead of time, and by removing 1d4 of damage, you genuinely survived with 1 hit point. You can. There might be no way that you ever agree or think that it's true, but it's fucking...
Our dice and our stories, and you may not know this, viewers, but our dice and our stories have always had a predilection for drama. It's just how it is. We fell.
My heart fucking stopped, dog. I thought you were going to fucking die.
So did I.
I thought you were dead.
I'm not okay. I will say there is one thing that I do also want to put in. As Richard's drinking, he just pulls out from his from his pack the gimme a mushroom one and just fucking kisses that shit hard. He makes out with that shit. But he does kiss it. He's like, "Mwah. I'm never fucking getting rid of you."
So happy, Screw.
No!
Oh shit. Hey,
So happy, Richard.
hey, big guy.
I
Is he damaged? Do I roll anything to see how damaged he is? Or?
You can pick him up from the side of your belt, and you realize you fell on him when you landed on the Sky Blazer. Now you see the insides of his board are short-circuiting, and you see that the enchantment, even without a roll, you can just tell the enchantment's fading. He looks up at you and says,
did we get the bad guy?
Yeah, big guy. Yeah, we did.
Hell yeah. Hey, guess what?
What's that?
We're so happy, Skirl.
and he goes limp.
Yeah, we are, big guy. Yeah.
I wanted the bit to stop, but not like this. Ah.
It's a terrible day for rain.
Terrible day for swimming.
I don't see any rain.
It was earlier.
Yeah. I just pour some of my drink out onto the ground.
As you
For
guys
sale.
pass, just pour it on him. Short circuits
Just
even
pour it
more.
on the court.
As you guys, Hill, Richard, Lille, and funny enough, a very wobbly, having almost downed the full bottle, jumping spider, pass by the entrance. They see both the P-Wizard sort of sat on a bench almost opposite to where Lucky was earlier. He looks over to you guys and he like points to the crowd, to which Hill sort of looks at him and says, "Can you just give us a fucking second?" Yeah. We're arresting you.
All right.
And Hill puts a single handcuff him. And the P-Wizard begrudgingly follows him.
Why didn't you give that to us when we were trying to fucking get the other assassin?
These are plastic. So few places have actual handcuffs. It's really frustrating.
Honest to God, that is really depressing.
The city budget is so big for stuff like this, and then the Rangers get
Literally
cool plastic handcuffs.
At least they should have given you fucking plastic magic handcuffs.
You know what I wish they had really given me? Combat training.
That is fair. You honestly,
Yeah. Need
I
it.
feel bad. I'm so sorry. I'm
It's,
drunk.
Yeah.
You look at the bottle and you've noticed she's taken exactly 2 sips.
Lily, you are such a lightweight for everything.
She's never had alcohol. Fuck you.
And she didn't have the weed either. She, like, literally everything makes her fucked up.
Burden Bill looks over at you guys and says,
Oh, did you do it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cool.
Hey, Lily, do you have any food on you that could heal me up a bit?
I am out of food. I'll cook you something when we're not dead.
the elevator ascends and you guys arrive at the scene with Iska, seeing Audrey Monk on the ground, her head next to her body, and her posed in a very ceremonial way.
I like motion at Hill to give Richard some support. And then I just walk up to Iska and I just pick him up and I walk out.
Oh, hello.
While she's doing that, I look at the corpse and I'd be like, hey, I killed your fucking sister. And I walk back out.
That's really disrespectful, but okay.
Iska just gives
I
you
have
really,
I have
really-
nearly a hole in my chest thanks to them. I'm gonna be real. I'm allowed to be mad.
Hill takes off the handcuffs from P-Wizard and puts them on Audrey and says, "You're under arrest."
Dead or alive, you're
Oh,
coming
she's
with me.
dead.
Can we
I'm so tired. I don't care.
let's just go. And she tries to pick him up and realizing that he's 225 pounds and she
Yeah.
is too exhausted for this. She just kind of like wraps his arm around her shoulder and she just helps him squeeze into the elevator and we just get the fuck out of here.
And everyone returns to the street once more.
Hospital.
Yeah.
Maybe
Hospital.
I know somebody who can maybe help. Depends on how she's feeling.
Well, do we get the bonus? Hill says.
We got 2,500 to split amongst us because we failed.
Oh yeah, here.
And he pulls out another 1,000 gold and hands it to you, Lily.
You can display it how you want. I don't give a shit.
875.
I am sorry. You said that your intention was to work with me until you arrested me, right?
Yeah.
All right, awesome. I lied about the dimension door thing.
And he disappears.
Wait, oh, damn it!
Dick.
Dang,
I
he's
needed to
gone.
talk to him.
I'm sure he'll be in touch. For now, we need to go get rest.
Let's just go.
To the
And-
guild hall.
We
Until at least my bones stop hurting.
pan away to a theme park rocked by a bomb, attacked by assassins, and yet still somehow Soontown managed to open the next day. People are still astounded at to how the Kelpie Main Company managed to get it all done in time, but past some rumors of the P-Wizard being arrested and others saying that he caused rampant explosions, no one really found out about what happened that day. And the saviors of the place were accredited as unknown jacks who appeared on the scene of the crime just in time. Well, a little after just in time, but still good enough. Now, we will cut to a place that none of our current heroes can see. As somewhere else, somewhere deep, somewhere dark, something tears flesh off of a bone. Something deep, dark, and more monstrous than any creature. And that's where we're going to end Arc 2, Peas and Quiet.
Rusted Boar Regnomancy is brought to you by Nevi Alden
Siege Kirsten.
Reese Aldrich.
Bad God Leafy.
and viewers like you. Thank you.
Map and token assets created by 2 Minute Tabletop and Bad God Levy.
All music used within the RBR podcast is used with explicit permission through a Creative Commons license or under fair use.
You may find them in the description below. Rusted Boar Regnomancy is produced by Levi, Nevi Alden,
And directed by Nevi Alden. Rusted Boar Regnomancy is published under a Creative Commons Attribution Share Alike 4.0 international license.
Rusted Boar Regnomancy is in no way affiliated with, supported, or endorsed by Hasbro or Wizards of the Coast.
We of the Rusted Boar crew earnestly hope you enjoy our production. Meanwhile, Lily and Richard tossed
Tossed
sec.
base, hell yeah.
Meanwhile,
some
Lily
salad.
and Richard touched base with an old... God damn it! I was this close!
Conferred. Yeah. Give me a
Am I the
second.
one that
Dude,
doesn't mess up?
Siege is taking our power, bro.
I am. I stole it. It's mine. You can't
We've
have it
fallen
back.
under his dark influence. You
He's on
infernal
time
bastard.
now and fucking
You
no
fallen on
mistakes.
my dark influence. I corrupted you.
I've corrupted you with my dark influence.
You gonna fight with God, fucko?
Damn right I will.
And hold on, wait 1 second.
Do I have to roll a perception check or something?
He's dead. Okay.
Aw.
The
There we go.
minus 30.
I'm a crack shot. I was known around the office for being a fucking crack shot. I don't know. Hold on. Sorry.
Much different from a crackhead.
Yeah,
Much
I got a
different.
crack shot on a crack head once. That was interesting. Well, I always finish faster than the other person thinks I will, so fuck you. Wait.
Wait, what?
Wait, no, that came out wrong. I am excellent in bed.
Explode.
I will let him kill you. Let me look. Hair in my mouth. Excuse me. Straight from the fucking stash, too. Let me think.
I'm sorry, but I know that you meant like a mustache, but like my mind immediately went to like you have a stash of hair somewhere.
That's silly. Silly.
I love you.
Love you too, dork.
Give me a minute. I'll make it real fun for you.
Yeah. Oh, you lost your accent when you turn off the
Listen, you cannot criticize person with mind of Ted Kaczynski.
we keep referencing Ted Kaczynski. Nobody knows who that is. but
It's
us.
really ironic that he died during this arc. I'm just
I
saying.
know.
I'm
gonna
just
date the
saying.
video.
We disarm the
Everyone-
bomb, and then he's just like, haha, but you forgot about the other three, and we all die.
Oh.
That is some shit I would pull, though, to be fair.
It really do be.
This is the worst campaign ever. All of my notes are falling on the floor.
Okay.
Maybe don't do that then.
Trying my best, okay?
Okay.
At this point, I can hear Richard. I mean, not Richard. I can hear myself. I hear my voices. I hear the voices. They won't leave. They won't leave. They tell me the fog is coming.
Continue.
Repeating in my
Sorry.
brain.
Hey, Richard, just remember, just remember what that old bomb defusal tech once said. There's no reason to worry, because if you do fuck up, suddenly it's not your problem anymore.
Very wise words to live by.
Or arguably the opposite.
Weirdly enough, he did actually die from an explosion. Not a bomb, gas leak. Really fucking
Unrelated, yeah.
Is this just gonna be
Please.
all of your fucking shit? Like,
Fuck it. We're gonna do that.
no, wait, no.
Wait.
I mean, hey, you're not there.
I know, but from a player perspective,
Yeah.
disadvantage from like a mathematical perspective is really bad seeing.
You literally are going to fuck yourself.
Shit. Okay, I guess fuck that.
He will get 2 extra tries.
Yes, but with the math of all of the tries being at disadvantage, especially with a 13 to 16, that's bad.
Yeah, never mind. Never mind.
That's really, really bad.
It's not great.
I thought it'd be something else, not that. Okay, you know what?
I don't mean to break the tension. I really gotta pee. I've been holding it for several minutes.
We
for
can
the
take a
tension.
break for a
Yeah,
second.
yeah. Sorry. It's all this
No, we're
tension.
good.
It's making me need to pee. Ow. I thought this was supposed to be a fun, silly arc. That's a joke. I get
It's
it.
fun
We're
and
good.
silly when I do it, because I think it's funny to watch you cry.
Oh man, Iska's gonna feel very fucking guilty about this for a long while.
Soon. So,
I hate to break the scene,
perps.
but like north, south,
Yeah.
east on the west side, and west on the east side.
It is installed incorrectly for some reason.
Okay, I just wanted to make sure. I'm really sorry.
You know what that
I'm
actually
sorry.
means? You know what that actually... AV accidentally flipped it without thinking in Dungeon Draft, and so we have an excuse for it being
I
installed.
genuinely didn't flip it. That's how the
Wait,
asset
really?
works. Yeah.
Wow.
Oh, that's insane.
Did everyone like the session?
Yes.
Yeah, it was very fun.
lot of
Especially the
suspense.
part where I almost died.
Listen. Lille is upset, but I am fucking so happy. So much drama. So, like, let it be known here and now, our players don't just simply win.
Yes. You guys can fuck up.
Almost failed.
We can die.
I will tell you, if you hadn't evacuated, the bomb was going to explode as it was going through the staff building, and it would have killed Forger and all of the employees inside. So, I mean it when you say you did genuinely make a difference.
Like,
You guys
I know that,
have
and I'm happy
very
about
fucking,
that.
very fucking good. Good job.
But even then, it still feels like a failure, you know?
Yeah, because we
Yeah.
didn't stop the bomb.
That was... It was good. It was damn
Hey.
good fucking tension, though.
You'll
A
get 'em
20.
next time.
A 1. A 9. Everyone around the table just... Oh, fuck.
Sank, dude. My heart sank.
I was like, of course I got a fucking 7.
I'm so fucking happy that for some godforsaken reason, by removing that damage die, you had one hit point left. That is fucking miraculous.
Yeah, I was like, okay, I'm like knowing my luck. I'm like, I need this actual like everything that I can possibly use to save me.
I rolled.
So I'm like, I don't think Constitution would be enough. I thought Intelligence, and I'm like, I can't use anything here to hold me or save me. So the only thing I can think of is, I was originally thinking, it's like, I had 2 more charges on it. So I was thinking maybe what I could do is I could cover the thing in like 2 big mushrooms, like that were dense, and like maybe take up most of the explosion. But I don't know. I that was like, I don't know. how
Bro,
much that
the making a mushroom that shielded you from something, like turning something into a mushroom, was so fucking clutch. You have no idea.
Oh, absolutely.
it was the only thing I could think of. I don't have anything else I could do that. So I'm like,
You
wait,
you also like pointed at something that was a mundane component of the bomb, right? So like, I rolled the damage dice for the bomb based off of how many 7 refined Haxorite would be, how much damage dice that would be. And I got a 62. And I was like, holy fuck. If someone fails the save, they're instantly dead. And if someone succeeds it and they're alone, they're going to go into death saving throws and no one's going to be around them. Which only brings much more to my heart how fucking scared I was that Richard was the one who was alone with the bomb, because that means that if he fucking fucks up, then he's dead, period. And then you do that shit and it works in my head the way that you did it, and it works out, and it's just like,
Dude,
fuck,
I told
bro.
you.
I'm
Our
happy.
like like Siege says like he's got funny luck or whatever. We've got drama luck. That's not a lie. Like this kind of thing has happened so many times over the course of our D&D games where it's just like we will fail really bad and then clutch it at the last second to survive. It's insane.